And we're live. Hi, everyone. I am Nick, and today I am doing a new set. So, yesterday I was doing the Spider Man Attack on Spider Lair set, and I finished it. So, which is unusual. I don't normally finish the set in a day. It usually takes one or 2 days, but I guess it's a smaller set. How many? I'm not sure how many pieces, but I know it was 4 bags. But today I am going to do this troll set, if you saw from the thumbnail. So, what is it? It's hard to see. There, I'll just have it like this. So, this set is called Vibe City Concert. And it's a cool one so far. I already built the minifigures. So, this one is fun. This guy's name is. What's his name? I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, there, Hickory. This guy's name's Hickory, and he has a huge hat. I actually put this hat on my sig fig, and it fit. It fit, and it was big. And then we have Branch. So I think Branch comes in a bunch of sets. So Branch, and then we have Poppy. I think this is a different torso Poppy from other Poppies I had before. I'm just taking a look. Yeah, this is a different torso. This one's like a, I don't know, a violet. It has like a shine too. It's hard to tell from, but it has a bit of a shine to it. Doing the hand trick. But today I am gonna build a set. I'm gonna split up the stop motion into 2 builds because I think the first build is like a karaoke machine type thing. And so I'll do that for a short. And so I'll shoot that in vertical mode. And then after that, I'll do the main thing, which is like a stage. And I'm planning on keeping this set. I want to put it in my troll section. I have like a troll section, and I guess Trolls is supposed to be like a musical band type thing, so I can fit it in there. And as I always do, I'm just gonna be answering previous what questions. I guess I'll have Poppy on the skateboard. So let us start. Let us start this. Oh, and so the first question for my what is 396. Which Lego set won't you sell? Could I say all of them? Because hoarders never sell. Oh, we have Rob. How is the demo, Rob? If you're free, you can say hi. Go. How is the demo going? I know Rob was doing some renovation work at his home. I've never really done reno in our whole. We've been living here since 2004, and well, we did have some stuff done. We had the bathroom done, but I didn't do it. We hired someone. But the basement was already finished, which was one of the prerequisites. We wanted to get a house that had a finished basement for the pool table primarily, because I was going to bring the pool table in, and I really wanted something for the pool table. This was pre-Lego, before Lego was even a thing in my mind. And so when we saw this house, we're like, oh, the basement's finished. Well, half the basement. The laundry room's not finished. But I guess the previous owner did all the renovating himself. So that was a bonus. Oh, so which Lego sets won't you sell? Like I said, probably all of them. I've never sold anything. I've never sold any Lego sets. I've just if I don't display a set, I usually just break it down and use the parts for mocks, which I like doing mocks. I just saw the new pictures. I could tell you, oh, but the invite didn't arrive yet. Oh, let me try again. I shot it to you. Okay, let me do it again. There. Okay, yeah, I saw today they had video wave 2. And so I had just done a bunch of mocks, video habitats for wave 1 beatboxes. And then when I saw wave 2, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I have space to do another 12 beatbox habitats. But then some of the minifigures are kind of like, so if there was like a male minifigure, then there's a female, or if there was a female, now there's a male of like the same style. So maybe I can just incorporate some of the new beatboxes in the habitats that I already have, and that way it can save space. But then there's other ones that totally don't fit, but I don't know what I can do with them. Like there's a pirate, and maybe I'll just put that pirate in my pirate section or something, like with my pirate ships. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And then the actual builds, there's like a big boombox, which looks interesting. So I don't know. I might. Yeah, those ones look interesting. So similar to Wave 1. Well, Wave 1 had the beatboxes and then like the boom boxes, or like the bigger sets. And so the same thing's happening for the summer wave, but instead of like the little cubes, it has like actual builds. So the plan before was just to make more habitats for the 6 cubes from wave 1. But I don't know if when the wave 2 comes out, maybe I'll just combine them into like a scene or something. Have the beatboxes and have the cubes lined up in a tower or something. I don't know. It's making me rethink what I had planned. Okay, 397. Let me know if the link worked in the chat. 397 is rebuilding sets from your boneyard. Have you ever rebuilt a set in your boneyard? Meaning, have I ever rebuilt a set that I've taken apart? And the answer is no. Once the set is taken apart and mixed in with all my other pieces, I don't typically try to rebuild a set. I haven't even. Oh, there's Rob. I haven't even put a set in Dirty No Pinata. I haven't even put a set like in a Ziploc bag before and then rebuilt it. What's going on, Rob?
Oh, not much. Ran some errands, cleaning up the work from yesterday.
The demo work.
Yeah, and then everybody's here. So not much work today. Just bought some new tools that'll get here tomorrow.
Who's everybody? What do you mean?
The wife and my daughter are both home this week.
Oh, okay. So, no school this week?
No, so my daughter does 1 week in person and then 1 week virtual.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they had too many 4th graders say that they wanted to go to school. So the only week they could get at work was half 1 week, half the next.
Huh. Interesting.
But my county just hit 50% partially vaccinated. So we're opening up more stuff. Then more stuff opens at 60%. And then at 50% fully vaccinated. So I guess that's 2 weeks from now. They'll stop doing their own stuff and start going by the state. And the state's way more open than my county.
I see.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's promising.
Yep, but the demo was not fun yesterday. I ran into a couple of unforeseen surprises.
What happened?
So they did a mortar base under all of my tile. So there's essentially an inch of a concrete type substance that I'll have to hack through.
Okay.
And then under the giant jacuzzi tub surround thing, whatever they built to hold it, we found a vent pipe comes up and goes then into the wall.
Oh.
So I have like a 4-inch space that I need to figure out how to. I have some ideas.
Yeah.
A little wall maybe to hold like bath supplies. I think will make sense.
Oh, like a little
Oh,
closet or
no,
like a
not even a
little
closet, but just like bring it out 5 inches from the wall.
like a little shelf
Like, yeah, like a
shelf
little
type thing.
tiny little shelf.
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
I'll figure out something. It won't be too complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to go buy some new tools to tackle the other unforeseen. So that's always fun.
What did you get?
I got it's for an angle grinder. It's a special disc that you can use that'll rotate and chip up everything for you instead
Okay.
of having to sit there and hack on it. And then I got
Okay.
a guard that you can put on instead of the regular guard that your shop vac can attach to. So while you're doing all the grinding, you're also sucking all the dust away at the same time.
Oh. Wow, they think
And a
of
new,
everything.
yep, and I got a new reciprocating or not a new sawzall so that I have one. The one I had was super old and it was like on its own battery. So the new one I bought works with the other wireless tools, battery powered tools. So I have multiple batteries now, and I can just keep working forever. That's the best
Nice.
part. You do a project, you get to buy new tools.
Yeah. How many toolboxes do you have? A bunch that are
Actual
like
toolbox?
full? That are like
Oh,
full?
my toolbox is empty right now because I switched and put a lot of stuff up on a pegboard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I
It's
have a
easier to
bunch
see.
of, but I have a bunch of like these
Okay. Tackle
that'll have
boxes.
all my bits and all my little saw blades and all my sockets.
Typically people would
There's
have
probably like 10 of those.
typically people would have their Lego in 10 of those.
Yeah, I've got like this one's all just random screws.
Yeah, because you say you don't really throw away
Nope.
because you might need them.
Oh yeah. You never know when a bracket for something you broke can be used for something else.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go in a landfill, so why not just keep it in the basement forever?
So the question I'm on right now is, have you ever rebuilt a set from your boneyard? Meaning like that you've taken apart. I haven't, but I don't know. Maybe you have.
Only like, let's say if I borrowed a piece or two, nothing that I have fully taken down.
Okay, so you've never fully taken something down, then rebuilt it later
No, if I
at
take
another
it
time.
down, I'm done with it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
Half the time, taking it down just meant putting it up on eBay or something and just being
Oh.
done with it.
Yeah, once it's mixed in with my other parts, then
Yeah, it's too much.
It's done.
It's too much to go through all the part totes looking to rebuild like a 200-piece set.
Yeah, or even like a 50-piece set.
Right. once you're sorted out, you're dead.
Yeah, it's done. Might as well just get a new one.
I'll bury the instructions in the backyard with the dogs.
All right, let's go 398. What is the second Lego City Undercover game? I don't even know that game. I've heard of.
Ready? It's the sequel to the first one.
Is there a sequel?
Didn't it say? I thought you said what is the second?
Yeah.
So there would have to be a first one if there's a second.
Unless, yeah, but like I don't know if it's asking. Is there going to be a second City Undercover game, or I'm not sure what it's asking.
It really seems like the correct answer for both of us is we don't know when we're really not all that concerned with it.
I've never even played or seen footage of the first Lego City Undercover game.
Does
I'm
it-
assuming
think
it's
the-
like all the other ones.
think the extent of my knowledge on it is there was like a cop minifigure on the cover that was like swinging off something, I feel like, and
Okay,
that's it. I don't know.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Like the cop's name for some reason in my head is Chase. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it is. or not.
What's more important if you were going to talk about Lego games is what is the holdup on
Oh, new one,
the
the
new
Star
Star
Wars
Wars one.
I know my son keeps bugging me because I keep telling him an answer, and then that answer keeps getting extended.
Yeah,
Whenever-
something's weird. Something's gone horribly wrong with it or something.
yeah,
Like it was the pandemic. What better time than when everybody was at home to sell your video game?
exactly.
Now you're gonna release it when every parent on the planet is gonna look at their kids and be like,
Go outside.
away, go outside, touch somebody, run around, get away
Touch.
from me.
Touch somebody.
I've been with you for 18 months.
Next question. I feel like we answered this before. It's number 399, mind you.
We better get ready.
What UCS set do you want Lego to make? I feel like we answered this one already.
I don't care.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
They've made
something big.
pretty much. They've made pretty much everything, and then they've redone it too.
Oh, redo the B wing. There, I'll say the B
Oh,
wing.
for Jeremy, yeah, redo
For
the
Jeremy.
B-wing for Jeremy. Yeah, I think Jeremy and Andrea are at the parks today, right? They're probably at Epcot. I think they were saying they're going to Epcot today.
I believe so, and I would certainly hope so, because at some point they need to get to the park.
Yeah,
But that
Yeah.
rings a bell. I think they were doing the park today, so we'll have to check with him tomorrow if he comes on and ask if they got a pin.
oh yeah.
Because I'm going. To.
Irvin's having a live stream today.
What?
I think he said it's gonna be his first,
Oh,
first
boy.
Lego. Hey Armand,
We'll
yeah,
have to
it's
check that out.
it's at 5:30. I messaged Harold. I was like, Irvin's gonna be having a live stream. Are you gonna be in the chat? And he's like, yeah. So
Oh, I will be in the chat because I am the soccer mom of the evening.
oh,
So I will be running carpool. I'll be late because carpool. I'll be starting my pickup service at 5:30.
what time are the soccer games?
Well, the games are all over, but practice is twice a week.
Oh,
at
practice.
6:00.
Okay.
We may practice outside of the league. I don't really know. Our coach is really good. Our team is.
Oh,
really
it's like okay.
so. Yeah,
Secret practice.
We showed up to our last game. It was the first game.
Oh yeah, you guys are like the all-stars. I remember this.
Yeah, I think we might be. So I'm looking forward to see game 2 to see what happens.
Game 1 was like what 6-1 or something.
6-1, and the one goal was just our own player accidentally trying to step away and let the goalie get it. The outside of her foot caught it and redirected it around our goalie for a goal.
Oh boy.
So, one of our defensive players has a goal. Yay! Good job. I mean, I think
So-
it's rare for 10-year-olds. We have an actual goalie. Our goalie has played goalie for all 5 years we've been a team.
Yeah, you're saying that's
So,
rare. So when you say your carpool, you're driving other kids too, or
yeah,
you're
so there's three girls on the team that we all live like off of the one main road. So to get to practice, we all basically
take
kind
turns.
of would have to drive by each other's houses. So each of the dads, we decided we'll just create a rotation.
Okay,
So
this week is your week.
tonight's my night.
Do you guys still do like the oranges, or is that like
Mine-
from the 80s? Is that not done anymore?
I mean, it can be anything. We try to go healthy. My wife my wife a few years ago decided to be the snack monitor, and so she runs the whole sign up sheet and coordinates it all. And
Okay.
we couldn't do it in the fall season because COVID. You had to basically play and get off the field.
Yeah.
But this new league we're in, you can. So it was funny. We were driving up from our game, and coach calls and he's like, "Hey, looks like the other team had snacks, so you want to fire up the old snack list?" And my wife was like, "Yeah." So we got snack this week, and I've got
Oh, it's your
Gatorade.
it's your turn
we,
too.
we always take the first week just to set the table for what kind of food's acceptable.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have clementines,
Okay.
some kind of energy bar, Gatorade, and all natural Capri Suns.
Oh, jeez. Fancy.
Set the expectations. You don't want to bring in Doritos. I mean, that's not good.
For those of you watching, like the stream. Right. Yeah, back when we were
and subscribe.
Back when we were doing soccer, it was just like sliced oranges and everyone's just like sucking away at the sliced oranges.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, it was sliced oranges, and somebody would bring that big drink thing with the button spout on it, full of like powdered Gatorade or lemonade.
Yeah, we didn't even have that. It was just the oranges.
Yeah, now everything's got pretty much everything comes individually packaged, and it's always cute. And I don't care; none of the parents do. But like you'll see all the younger siblings run over. It's like, so not only you're getting it for all the team, but you got to get for the little brothers and sisters because if they don't get one, they're not going to be happy. So
yeah. For that age group, is it a regular soccer ball or is it a smaller soccer ball?
I can't remember what size my daughter's up to. I know my 6-year-old plays with, what is it? My daughter is chiming in from the other room saying that she thinks that they're on a size 6.
Size 6. I don't even know what the regular size is.
I just know Coach tells us each year if we need to get another ball. But he, like 2 years ago, had him start practicing with a larger ball, and it made him better with the smaller ball for some reason.
Nice.
I don't really understand the ins and outs of soccer, and I've been going to the games for 5 years.
Is your daughter in the Lego room right now?
Yeah, she's playing Animal Crossing because she wants to. It's one of her Islanders' birthday parties, so she wanted to play during lunch because they're on lunch break right now.
Okay. I don't even know what an Islander is. I'm guessing it's like some sort of Animal Crossing thing.
Yeah.
Did your Harry Potter piece come in yet, or bags?
Only not the bags yet, but this is what you get for your trouble came in, and it was, I think I already told you, just keychains, and she likes them. So a couple.
What keychain?
Okay. A Harry Potter with little legs and a Hermione with little legs.
Okay.
And she's got those squirreled away upstairs somewhere.
I got some little sets today just to get a bunch of the Dots gift with purchases because I want those curved tile pieces.
So you bought them online though?
Yeah, online.
Okay, I didn't want to have to call up Mr. Ford and tell him that you left the basement.
No, online.
Okay. When you're going to leave there, you got to get all the way across the border. You can't just be running around outside.
So what did I get? I got a bunch of those. I also wanted like the little.
Can I guess?
Okay, you'll never guess what I got.
You got the Spider-Man 4-pack of minifigs, so that you.
I did also. That wasn't what I was thinking of, but I did to get another. So I got Spider-Ham pack plus the other little pack. What's going on, Irvin?
The one with Sandman.
The one with it had a torso. It had like a regular Peter Parker with like a one. It's an old one.
Yeah, the one that came with it was like Peter Parker and his friend. I know the one. I wanted that, and I never got that one. Is that still on Lego Shop at Home?
It is. It is
Oh,
because I was able. I used that as part of my
okay.
to reach the amount.
I could
But
use that.
then but then I also got because I wanted because I collect the little Disney princess mini dolls, right?
Along
But
with
then
everything else.
along with everything else. But they also have like the really small princess mini dolls if you buy the little books.
Hey,
Like
I think you
the
guys were talking about that a couple weeks ago. The maybe not the Disney ones, but the fact that there were mini dolls now
yeah,
in
mini
the Friends
dolls.
lineup.
Yeah, so they have them also for Disney Princess.
Interesting.
So yeah, two of the books would equal the gift with purchase. So I got
No
four.
brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no brainer.
So you might see me building that in one of these streams, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep the books. I just want the mini dolls. I don't know what kind of mock you can do with those books eventually. I
I
don't know
mean,
if
I
they're.
feel like
I'm
the
not even
mock you could
sure.
do is, look how recyclable this is and stick it in the bin in the garage.
No, I think I can figure, or maybe it might just end up being like
Oh
something to
yeah.
level something up to make something higher. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Maybe.
for instead of using loose brick, you can just use that to for like inner structure or something.
Yeah, I don't get the book thing. It doesn't. Even my kid, like with the Harry Potter ones, when she saw them, she's like, "Yeah, no. Why can't you just give me a regular $19 playset?"
Yeah. Oh, I got the taxi also.
The taxi?
Do you know the taxi?
No.
It's like 12. It's like 12.90. It's like a New York City yellow cab. Canadian, it's 12.99. Probably American, it's like 9.99 maybe with the conversion.
Oh, this little thing. Focus
Yeah,
on
that
my
one.
focus. Okay.
Creator, right? Yeah, I got that. So a bunch of like little things that I've always been kind of eyeing. Oh, I got the Statue of Liberty brickhead and the Frankenstein brickhead.
Oh, see, I didn't even realize they were still doing brickheads because I don't think they sell them at Targets anymore.
They actually just Alan the Brick fan just showed the new Minions brickheads. So there's two sets, one with like Gru and two minions, and one with a girl with like an afro with two minions.
Hmm.
So I had thought that they were stopping the license brickheads because it looked like they were just doing those animals,
Yeah, the holiday type ones, though.
or not even the holiday ones, but they were doing like cats and like fish
Oh, I got
and
you.
like birds and dogs. And
Freebie,
so
freebie
I thought they
designs.
were yeah. I didn't get any of those.
Nah.
But I might get the minion ones when they come out just because I do have my minions kind of display scene, and so
I think it's safe to say you will get them. I'm confident in that. And you will wait until they can be used for a gift with purchase. You won't just buy them to buy them.
yeah. Or if I see them on sale at Toys R Us, if we finally kind of
Leave the
get out,
house.
yeah. But the thing is, the reason why I say might is because I had said I might get the Thor Ragnarok sets, and then I slept on it, and I didn't, and I forgot about it.
But
And
then you
so,
just bought all the figs, so you paid more
yeah,
money for the figs and
I
don't have
know.
the brick.
So that's the thing.
Yep.
I don't want to do that. So I
And
can't sleep
I
on
won't
it.
I won't lie. After that day when you were clearly buying the figs, I went on eBay to see if I could find a cheap set.
And were there any cheap sets?
Oh, I got distracted and bought my daughter a camera.
Oh, what kind of camera? Like a video camera or a?
She wanted a camera to take on our trip. She wanted one of those new, what is it, Fuji Insta cameras. They're like the Polaroids that were around the late 80s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was able to talk some sense into her and explain to her that just because you can afford the camera right now, you can't afford the film.
Oh, is it special film?
Yeah, you got to buy these individual sheet packs, and then they're when you do the math,
Oh
basically
yeah, because it's Polaroid.
each little picture would end up costing you like anywhere from I think 50 cents to $1 when you break down how many you get in the pack. And I was like, so you make $5 allowance every couple of weeks when I feel like giving you $5. I said, that's going to take you forever to get the film. I said, or you can get this digital camera. You can access our photo printer paper that we have
Yeah.
anytime you want to, because that's a write-off for work. So I got tons of it. Or you can just put them straight onto your tablet. And she was like, I think I want to do that.
Yeah, so you
So
can
she
just
ended
click
up buying
away.
just a little, it was like $39, 16 megapixel camera.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, remember
Anything
the
to
day.
keep from buying her a phone, I support.
Remember the days when before digital cameras, and
Mhm.
you gotta think before you click.
Yep. And then
Do
it was
I?
a big deal when they had the disposable ones.
Oh, the disposable cameras.
Yep. Yeah, those were. And then the camera just went away and it's on your phone. And you take pictures of everything and you never do anything with them.
Yeah.
Well, my wife does. My wife, like once a year, will clean out and send them away to like Shutterfly, and we get some big envelope full of pictures that she puts in photo albums.
We always do every Christmas for my parents and my mother-in-law. Do like a calendar.
Yep.
Like I guess you can do it through Shutterfly or whatever, Costco.
My wife does the same thing, and it was funny.
And so,
The one year
go
she
ahead.
didn't do it. My dad, like in around February, he's like,
Where's-
"So, I hate to bring this up, but
yeah,
I don't have a calendar yet for this year. Do
that's
you know
funny.
when that might be coming?" And my wife was like, "You'll have it in a few weeks." And she was kind, and she went upstairs and made him one. Because my dad, it's only been 3 years now without him, so he didn't have all the dates to when every important thing was. So that calendar is what kept him going the last few years as he's been memorizing dates.
Yeah, the thing about like getting presents for like parents, it's they have everything, and so pictures are always a good thing, and then having them all solidified like in a calendar, where it's like every month is like the month of that picture type thing. That's what we usually do.
Yeah, I think my wife got her parents and my dad too, but he freely admitted his is still in the box. So we'll set that up when we see him this summer. But like a year or two ago, my wife got these digital picture frames that are on Wi-Fi.
Okay, yeah.
And so it just sits at their houses. They don't have to do anything. And my wife uploads the pictures.
And it just like rotates
It just rotates every 2 minutes or something. And that's fun too, because you can put a "Are you paying attention?" picture in it and see if they notice.
What is that?
We'll just put some random goofball photo in there.
Oh.
That's how we found out my dad didn't even have his plugged in.
Okay. Because he would have said something.
Think of that picture? He was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah those are. Go ahead.
Our parents are of that age where it's clearly impossible to buy for them.
Yeah, because they have they usually have everything.
Yep, and if they don't and they think about it, they just go get it.
Yeah. So, stuff for about their grandkids is like priceless for them. Like we've done like puzzles too, and like pillows, stuff like that. We've done those in the past. But usually, it's always the calendar is the thing that they're looking most forward to. Well, my mom is. I think my mom and my dad's just like, whatever. But it's usually my mom.
I keep threatening my wife that I'm going to get her one of those where you get your picture put on a giant throw blanket. I keep threatening her that I'm going to do that one year for her birthday or something. I'm going to order it and then she'll have to have it. And then I can ask her, why don't you use it?
Yeah, my wife was saying apparently, like, you know how right now everything is essential goods only. So even if you were to order pictures on Costco online, it doesn't work because there's no one there physically to process anything.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so if you
I didn't know
order
that.
so if you order pictures, they just shotgun that email, I guess, to your local. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I thought there was like some distribution center or something, and then they can just mail it to you. But no, it's the actual store.
I just will never understand, and it's out there. Obviously, everybody will disagree with it, but I don't understand how you can look at anybody that uses their business to provide their income, that keeps their home, their lights on, their water flowing, and their family fed, and look at somebody and say, your business isn't essential, because it for damn sure is essential to that person who you're telling they can't make money anymore.
Yeah.
I struggle with that one. I get that we got to do everything we can, but shutting people's livelihoods down, I don't know. I don't get how that's a solution.
Yeah, I guess like all those, again, like for it's probably 6 weeks they'll be out of a paycheck for a bunch of people.
I mean,
again.
Just doesn't make sense. Why can't a store tell you throw your mask on one person at a time? I don't know. So
yeah,
tricky subject. So wear your mask. Do it for the grandmas and for Brick Adjuster so he can go outside.
Okay. So for what would one number 400?
Ooh, big one.
What's on your Bricklink wanted list? Do you when you're on Bricklink, do you use the wanted list at all, like that feature?
I did at one point. I think is that the same as is that just the only list you can make for like if you're looking for parts?
Yeah, like if you're looking for a bunch of parts and you want to narrow it down to the best, like the stores that have those parts, like the least amount of stores.
I used it to maximize so you're not spending like shipping from 10 places if you could have just had 5. Yeah, I definitely did back when I was building a lot more mocks. Okay. If you're not and you're building mocks, you're just get a hammer and hit yourself in the head because you're spending way too much time that you don't need to. So yeah, it's very efficient to do it. I wouldn't say I've ever used it to like, I'm going to want to buy this mini figure one day, or I'm going to want to buy this, that. Like my memory works for that. But for mockers, it seems like an essential tool.
I used it for Thor Ragnarok to see which stores had them at the cheapest and also
and that's the least amount. But you used it the same way a mocker did. Who's gonna have them? Who's gonna have the most of what I'm looking for? Like if there's 4 figs, who's got 3 instead of like best? Because the best price isn't always the best price. If somebody's got multiples and you can save more money on shipping, then maybe that fig cost $1 more, but you're spending $4 less in shipping. It's just a great shopping tool. You're crazy if you're not using it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. So now that Lego owns Bricklink, they'll figure out how to screw it up, though.
See, I totally, like, when I came back, I totally forgot about, like, well, for one, how to use it, and then 2, that it was a thing to do it that way. But when I did the Spider-Man bust, that kind of reminded me. I'm like, oh, okay, because they actually give you like a tutorial on how to order the parts. There's like a little video, and like how to copy the XML file to Bricklink, and then how to make a wanted list, and then how to and it's like step by step. So it's pretty easy.
I've never done that.
The XML file.
Yeah, that also seems like it just you bought this from I don't know if they have it, but let's assume Brick Builders Pro, who I bought an instruction from before. If they had it, I mean, what a time saver.
Yeah, like that file, it's cool because when you upload it, it shows all the pictures of each one and Like it's an actual thing. Like it's just
Because
and what
I bought their instructions once to make one thing, but I didn't want to build their thing per se. I was kind of using it as a jumping off point, but I needed to know. I couldn't figure out how they were building the roof, and I wanted the roof style like they had.
okay.
So I paid for the instructions for that, but I didn't, if they had it, like try to make it easier to get the parts because I ended up having a lot of what I needed in bulk.
Already. Okay.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, I like the idea of that. How can I change it? So as I was building, I would put different things in, and I completely, when it was all said and done, the only basic thing was the basic roof structure. Everything else I changed.
Nice. Do you still have it built or no?
Yeah, actually, I do. It's in the other room.
It's part of it's part of the
Nope.
like it's mixed in with the modulars.
No.
Oh, okay. It's on the shelf. Cool. While Rob's getting that, let me just give you an update where I'm at. So I guess showing the instructions, I can basically just show you where I'm at because you can't see it because it's down there. But I think this is like a karaoke type machine thing. I think. Looks like a karaoke. Or not a karaoke, like those singing sound booths, if that's what you would call it. Recording studio, maybe. Oh, let me put you on. That's big. Oh, it's like an Oriental. Oh, we don't say that word.
Right.
It's like from the Orient.
Yep. Let me pull the camera out here. Let me switch this around.
That would go with the. There's an Ninjago set with it's like a red temple with a green roof. It kind of looks similar to that style.
This was fun to build. If I ever get back to mocking, I think I would like to make this thing absolutely gigantic.
Oh, is that supposed to be water? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What's the red thing in the water? A boat?
Oh. No.
Oh, a scooter. Okay, never mind.
Scooter that fell.
So is this a restaurant?
They called it a temple in their basic design because I wanted it to figure out how to do the roof. Yeah. But I changed every aspect with the pearl gold.
Oh, what was it before?
Blue, and it was green. It was hideous.
Yeah, it looks better.
But then I did this technique where everything's actually upside down.
Oh, I like that.
With the fences.
Yeah.
So I had some fun with it.
I don't even see any dust on there.
No, it's been in a shelf in the back, but
okay.
And then you got
is there an interior? No, it's all exterior.
Not really.
Is there a back or is it open?
It's open back. I'd love to change this.
Oh, but it's tiled. Is it supposed to be tiled up or? Okay.
I tiled that. I never got back into tiling this.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I got cheater brick in there because who cares?
It could be from the inside. It could be like a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the waiting area.
When it was in my city, I think we were more or less pretending it was a restaurant. But that was fun. So I would call that a half mock.
Yeah. It's like you modded the mock.
Yep.
Look at all those chargers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You got every color there.
Yeah.
I'll take you off the picture.
Green, orange, yellow.
Nice. No, I like that. How long ago did you make that?
2.5 years ago, maybe.
Okay. How many pieces approximately?
No idea.
If you remember. Like from Brick Builder.
Because there's a ton of 1x1s, and I don't know. It's like you can't. I feel like the camera doesn't really pick up the amount of detail. There's so many like snot brick with cheese slopes to create more gold texture in it.
Gotcha.
So that was fun. It was probably fun to redo it just because I think there's so many more pearl gold elements now that I could mix in.
Or you can even just add on to through the back to make the. If you
Oh,
were to
I'd
make a
love to. Yeah,
restaurant,
I'd
have
love
like
to do it.
tables in there, and have like I don't know.
In a perfect world, I would put it on 4 32 by 32 base plates. Get that in the middle and do all four sides matching and bring it up a couple more levels.
Okay. Would you also do like a landscape
Oh
with
yeah, I would
like
terrace it.
trees, and like I
I
don't
would
know,
keep it surrounded by
a
water
garden?
and have some like those bridges that kind of go like
Yeah.
that over the water. It could be fun.
The creative juices are flowing.
I mean, there's everything in there from flowers to cheese slopes to. I got the balls on it. There's some interesting techniques on it. Like I got some things to stick together in a way I didn't think would ever stay.
Mm. Is that illegal building techniques?
No, using like these.
I don't even know what that means. Illegal building techniques. Like if you shake it and it falls, does that mean it's illegal? If there's no clutch power? What are you showing me? Oh, hold on.
The one. What I did with these.
Oh yeah, how are those balls? What piece is that in between the balls?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I really don't. I think it's a
I'm trying.
bar. I think it's a
I'm
bar.
trying to think how you would have one ball on top and one ball on the bottom. What?
It was very hard. I went through a couple pieces trying. It's either a regular bar or
Like it's not.
like a technical. It's a common piece. I think
It's not this piece, is it?
You got me on the big screen. Oh no, absolutely not.
Because it looks like something like that, but then I don't know how you would stick that ball piece on the bottom.
No, it's a jumper. Oh, it's a jumper, and on it is the round tile that has like the thing that you see on the cranes and stuff that you attach to like the fake rock, where you can run the string through it.
Oh, like the hook?
Not the, but yeah, it's the thing that the hook can grab onto.
Because I guess even with the hook, it has a stud on top and bottom, and then you can stick a ball on
It's
top
not
and
a hook.
bottom.
It's the thing that the hook goes through when you want to attach. Like, let's say you were playing with your crane and you were picking up a stack of bricks.
Yeah.
And you know that thing that you would put on the top of the brick? I don't remember the element name.
Oh,
moron.
Is it like that ornament? The top.
It's like the tops of ornaments where it's like a round flat tile.
Yeah. That has
so
like the little.
And then I think there was some bar that was just the right length that you could stick through into the one ball, then it would fall down and then squeeze the bottom ball.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But you had to hold it just right to get it to work. And if I got technical, I can't remember, but I think I had to trim the bar.
Okay.
Because it was too long.
Was that your own idea? Or did you take that?
Yeah, I totally came up with that because I like the way they look together.
Yeah.
So if you see it anywhere, as far as I know, that's my own design.
Nice. All right.
Just like the fence was my own design. Figuring out how to get the
upside, the
1x1 plate upside down to hold the one element the way I wanted, but then have it come together with the 1x1 with the studs facing up. That was fun too. I'm not going to give up that secret though. If anybody looks close, they can figure it out, but I'm not going to make that one easy because everybody that's ever seen it's been like, how'd you do that?
And you're like, I don't know.
Because that went to, I think, two events. I know it was at a brick fair, Virginia.
Could you use that technique somewhere else besides a fence?
Oh, you could do a lot with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Detailed molding, like at the top of a building.
Next question is: do you have any Bricklink regrets? I can't
Yeah, I
think of any
sold
right
some
now.
stuff from the 80s
Oh, as a
before my
seller, I
yeah,
guess.
before my kid was like when I first discovered it and we weren't back into Lego. I sold some sets to buy an iPod. That tells you how long ago it was.
iPod.
Like an iPod 2.
Okay.
Whenever they first started making them in color,
Okay.
I sold
That's
like one of
even
the
before the nanos.
yeah, I sold the it was before the micro or the long skinny thin ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right around that era when those were first coming out. So I sold one of the old town airports, some planes, some random stuff. I sold whatever somebody would buy.
Well, you must have gotten good prices for it
It was
to
really
get an
before
iPod.
everything spiked, so I don't really think so, no.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But whatever. No regrets. None of it will probably be in our city. We don't really have any of that old stuff. It's all put away.
But I guess the regret is you could have gotten more for it.
Could
Like
have got
you would
more,
have
or just to
you would have
still
gotten
have
rid of
it.
it
Like,
anyways.
hey, I had the airport. And I don't have it. Because if I ever got the monorail, I'd be like, well, now I need my airport that I sold. That's
can't
really
really
it.
think for me. I can't really think of like buying regrets right now. I'm sure there must have been something that I could have gotten cheaper. I don't know.
I try to live life without regrets because if you regret things and question what you did, there's only one thing in life you can ever do that you can't question yourself for doing. So I try not to look back and second guess decisions.
Yeah, yeah. All right, next question. Um, have you ever bought Hero Factory or Bionicle?
Nope.
We've gotten Hero Factory for the boys. They liked it.
Yeah, but
And
your
now it's
oldest
just like in a
is
tub.
your time in Lego. Your oldest is older than my oldest by like
Yeah,
5 or
I
6
guess
years, I think. So
when Hero Factory was a thing, he was probably like 9-ish, nine,
yeah,
10.
where my
And so
oldest is on,
that's
and that's how old my oldest is now.
but do you think she'd be into Hero Factory or Bionicle? Probably not, right? That's not that's not
I think my son would. I think my son would go crazy for it.
yeah, if you now even
Now,
like
yeah.
he doesn't even have to be older.
No, he likes mechs. You know, he loves to build mechs. He tries to build his own with the bin of the pieces we have. So
My middle guy was in this teddy bear mech phase where he made a bunch of teddy bear mechs
nice.
and just stuck like the teddy bears in them.
Did they have picnics?
No, but because he saw at Brickfest Toronto, there was a guy and he had teddy bear mechs, and so I think he made one for him. But this was like back in like 2017, and then just last year he was playing around. Like I guess he's smart enough now to make his own mech, and so he was trying to recreate that teddy bear mech that the guy made for him before. It doesn't look quite the same, but it looks all right. Here, actually, I'll show you some of them. They're right here. These teddy bear mechs. They're like different colors. There's like 5 of them here. And I think they're all like the same design. So here's like a red teddy bear mech where
Literally, okay, for the teddy bear.
the teddy bear's in there.
Okay, let me see if I can find my kid's mech.
I'll show him the other ones after. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys. So there's a yellow teddy bear mech, and then an orange teddy bear mech, and then a green teddy bear mech, and the last one's a blue one. And so we've been able to get the blue teddy bear inside the teddy bear mech. Not focusing. So I'll show Rob those when he gets back. Oh, I think I hear him. Did you find them?
Yeah, my son made this.
Oh, cool. What's the head?
Yeah. Some kind of dragon thing. We have a bunch of these. I don't know what they were from. We got them in a bulk.
That looks like Bionicle.
Yeah,
The head. But it's like a
from
monkey.
it was from some set, like used as decoration, I think.
Okay.
But he even put all of these on the back to be his jet.
Oh, nice, nice.
But he designed, unlike his dad, he designed 360 on it. I was pretty proud of him.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like that.
Just out of our loosey goosey bin. I might have to steal that and put it up on my desk.
Then we were able to use like a blue teddy bear
Nice.
for this blue teddy bear mech.
That's crazy cool.
But yeah, they're cool. So I've kept them. Like they're just over there. I don't usually put them.
We need to bring Sigfig backs, and you have to bring your mech.
Sigfig mechs?
Yeah, like mech warrior Sigfigs.
Yeah, mine would just probably be in the blue one since my costume's blue.
Right.
But there's like orange. Harold's would be like white because I guess it's the sailor
His cute
outfit.
little sailor suit.
Yeah, actually, yours could be white too. But your mech,
I'm not in a
your
sailor
mech
suit.
needs to be tapered in the waist though.
I was the original gender fluid Sigfig.
All right. 403 is where do you keep your Lego where do you keep your Lego boxes?
Wherever Montgomery County takes them from the recycling bin.
I know. I keep them in the recycling bin. Was there ever a time when you kept your boxes?
No, but when I was a kid, I would cut the backs off because they would have like you could also build this back in the 80s.
Okay.
So they would always have, and somewhere I have some of them still, but like they would show these alternate builds and they always looked terrible. But I always kept the box so that you could be like, someday I might make that.
Nice. Can you see how sparkly this is?
Pretty.
could. These sparkly stickers.
Nice.
I just wanted to share that. Yeah, I remember for our the Transformers, I used to cut out the I guess it was like their stats.
And then you
remember
have
that?
the little red thing that you could look at the boxes.
Yeah,
with?
yeah. So I used to keep that. I used to keep the cutout thing.
Yeah, we keep my
and
GI
their
Joe
stats.
backing because they had the ID cards.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had them all in like a card catalog box. I thought it was cool. This is what Zartan's history is.
Trying to doing like stickers on like a curve thing like this. I can never sometimes figure out how to like where the center is, or should I just line up the? Maybe I'll just line up the sides, and then hopefully it all.
Yeah, the tail pieces on the helicopters and the planes always get me. I can never get it just right.
I'm gonna go do it a bit lower. Okay, we'll see if this. Yeah, that's okay. That works. It's nice and it's passable.
Give it a 10.
The boxes I had kept for a while were like the Technic supercars, but then I just ended up throwing those out. But I had those for a while.
I don't know how people keep the boxes. That's so much. I mean, it takes up enough space as it is.
Yeah. So I got rid of that. So right now we have no boxes. Well, a box here, but when that's done, it's going to recycling. Okay, answered that already. 404 is bad Lego shopping experiences. Have you had any bad Lego shopping experiences?
No.
I've had like where like I think I mentioned this during the last week's Tuesday stream, where I'm like arguing with the cashier about like gift with purchases. Like this is at like Toys R Us, where like she's not believing me, and then I have to show her like the flyer and everything, and then they have to like call the back because I'm like the first person that they're giving this gifted purchase to, so they're not experienced yet with this certain gifted purchase, and then they have to like call the back, and then they have we got to bring it up to the front, and then I get it, and I'm like, oh thanks, and then I leave.
Yeah, I'd say my closest was my own fault, but not fully understanding how a price match worked and being all excited because I found this price online and took it there, and they're like, yeah, but read it, dum dum. That's for it's in person individually at that store. Like, it's not and we don't have to price match this. And I was like, well, I wanted to get that for.
Well, do you remember what you were trying to price match?
Yeah, some train for some stupid, ridiculous price. Like, if I was the person behind the counter, I'd have been like, beat it, dude. We're not doing that.
Was this at
Toys
Target? Toys R Us? Okay.
I tried to at Target too when I got that stupid cheap Lego from Walmart a couple of times because I even got some 25-cent sets.
Oh, are you talking about like you're trying to get 3 cents from Toys R Us because you got it?
No, this was at Target one time, and because on the app you could isolate it to the store, and the Target was in the same shopping center as the store. So I thought I would be smart and be like, look, here's what the price is. And the lady went, oh, that's nice. And she, can I see your phone for a minute? She goes, put back to looking at what it is at the internet, not the individual store. She's like, yeah, but if you order it online, it costs more than what we charge here. So have a good day. And I was like, oh. So both times it was really just me trying to beat the system.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of for like.
And in terms of like having a bad experience with Lego directly, I don't think it's possible because if you do and you notify them of what happened, they bend over backwards to make sure that you're a happy person.
I remember I went to a Lego store. I can't remember. It was in the US, I know, but I can't remember what city. And the workers were grumpy compared to what I'm used to. And they were all like older workers. And it was like they didn't want me to like ask any questions, or they didn't want me to like touch anything. It's like they wanted me out of their store as quick as possible.
My store that I used to go to, they were always nice, maybe because I spent enough money in there, but I kind of got to know the one manager I was on Instagram with, and I'd be like, are you working today? Yeah, all right, I'm coming. Okay.
Oh, that's the one that would slip you an extra gift with purchase or something.
I mean, that was most everybody there, but
yeah,
when they can click your VIP card and see how much you spend, they're usually, if you're at the right store, they know what to do to take care of you.
Oh, does it say on your card how much you?
I think
spend?
It used to. Yeah, I don't know. I think somebody told me. Yeah, because you could ask them, what's my total points? So I think you could see. I know they can when you talk to them online.
Well, they can see your total points, but can they see like your history of how much you've spent at the Lego store?
I mean,
or just like
if they've worked there long enough, they can do that math.
Okay.
Multiply your total by whatever, and
But your total always goes down every time you buy something. So what if you're like at a
no, because when you used to look online, you could see your total history.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
So they trust me. They're tracking you enough with that card. They want to know who the big spenders are. And if they got half a brain, that store manager knows, hey, this dude's in here once a month dropping 500 plus. This isn't
Yeah.
grandma getting a birthday present.
Yeah, for little Timmy.
Yeah. I even had my parents train that, like, when they would go to buy something, my mom would give them my cell phone number.
Oh,
So
for
they
the
could plug it in and
card.
I'd get the VIP points for that too.
Yeah.
That was beneficial. Because she would
Yeah,
plug it in, whether it was for my kids or my brother's kids, because my brother never had one. So she'd be like, yeah, I got all your nephew's Lego stuff, but I put your card number in. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, I just give my email instead of using like a physical card. Because I think I had to like get another physical card because something with like the VIP points. So we had to like reapply. And then I guess the card that I had was like the old one. So now I just give my email and it's fine. It works. All right. 405. Displaying Lego sets on the holidays. Do you display certain sets during the holidays? I guess they're saying like the Christmas sets maybe.
I don't have any. Well,
Even
I have the Ho 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 train, but I don't think that's put together at the moment.
but that's not like out during Christmas time.
We used to put the Ho 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 train out whenever we could.
Okay. Because I know some people.
It had all kinds of fun play on words. The passenger cabins all had naughty and nice. Naughty was on some of them. Nice was on the other half of them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then I had the loose caboose. And it said that I took that to a show, and every parent would laugh their butts off when it would roll by.
The loose caboose.
Because kids wouldn't get it. The very front, so you had the engine. Then the coal car said the Ho 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 train. And then you had a bunch of passenger cars that were labeled naughty, and only one was labeled nice. And then at the very end, the loose caboose would come by.
It's funny.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, only the parents would get that.
When I did stuff to take to shows, I always would try to put something in for the parents because they're getting dragged around there. If you could put something in your mock to make a parent laugh, I was like, okay, my day's done.
The Easter eggs.
The Easter eggs. When I did the tree farm at the same thing, I used the goblin CMFs as bad elves. Oh. And there was an epic battle going on the tree farm between the elves that they make and then goblins being the bad elves. And they had brick arms, guns. It was a whole to-do.
Oh, nice.
They had elves with rocket launchers.
Oh, there's actually a Minecraft tile in this Trolls. Can you see that?
Yeah, now I can.
Now you can't, or you can? Yeah,
now I can.
They're using like a Minecraft to get like 8-bit. Because this is supposed to be like one of those recording booths.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so I think this is supposed to be like that. This tile is supposed to be like those
like a monitor.
Yeah, like sometimes when music is playing, like it goes up and down depending on like the sounds. So I think that's what this is supposed to be. Just creative. They use this Minecraft. I'm guessing this is from Minecraft.
When I was in school, I played with soundboards.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
broadcast communications.
Yeah. So you know it.
Yep.
But you said that wasn't interesting you.
No, it's funny. I remember I had a professor, and it was one of those like talking to professor moments. He's like, congratulations. If you wanted your future to include an unstable industry to which you're basically from one year to the next not knowing where you're going to live or work and want to make very little money, you're in the right place.
Really?
Yeah, that was my last semester in school. I was like, man, you're not selling this.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's weeding out all the people who don't really want to be there,
I guess I didn't really want to be there.
and just like he doesn't want to waste people's time.
Yep.
By telling them like the truth. Yeah, I guess this works.
Hey, more power to them. You know what? If people are going to sit in there and get a ton of student debt and then get done with it and find out, oh, this is not for me, he saved them a bunch of time and money.
Yeah. Okay, next question. 406. What is your favorite Lego piece in the world? Mind you, in the world.
Wow.
This is a different piece. I've never
So-
seen this piece before. Like I've seen the foot, but not with like an extended bar.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
like, yeah, like I've seen this piece with like how the foot is kind of like it's hard to see, skeleton foot. Yeah, it's hard to see, but yeah, I haven't seen this.
So I have,
And it's just go ahead.
I have two favorites.
Okay.
The molded turkey,
Okay.
like it's in the Parisian, and the other
Yeah.
one would obviously be a couple of pieces. But man, I smile every time I see the skeletons.
Oh,
That was such
like
a
just
good idea.
the old school
The old,
skeletons.
wiggly armed. Yep, the skeleton torso. Slap the arms on. Slap. Yep, love that.
All right.
It's just fun.
I was thinking like a Lego piece. I wasn't thinking an accessory,
Well, Lego
but
makes those.
no, I was thinking like what brick wise. But if I would go accessory,
Okay, I'll come up with a brick.
I think for accessory, I think I like the new that video game controller. It was just in that Spider-Man set yesterday. I was like, oh, that's neat.
Okay, so if we're gonna go with brick, I gotta go with the 1x4.
1x4 plate
No, 1x4
or brick?
1x4.
A 1x4 brick. Is it
Yep.
very useful in terms of like?
Think about it. It's in everything.
Yeah. But so is the 1x2 plate.
So are you picking that?
That the black 1x2 plate always runs out on me. That's the
change
piece that I always run out of.
You've changed my mind.
Okay.
It's the 1x2 plate. Because if
1x2
you have 6 of those, you can make the brick. So yeah, 1x2 plate.
Yeah. Like the
That's
black
it.
1x2 plate always runs out on me. I use that the most.
Okay. You convinced me. Answer.
And you can make a rainbow with it too, like the 1x2. You've seen that technique, right? Here, I'll show it to you. It's like the 1x2 plate with studs. You can make a curved. You can make a curved rainbow.
Gotcha.
Well, not, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a rainbow. But I remember I saw this technique and then I tried to do it with like a rainbow.
Oh, look at all those pride bears.
Yeah. Armies. It's all about the armies, right? I remember those were easy to feel.
I think we have one. We should have one. Yeah.
I don't remember what series that was from.
If you have them and I have them, then it must have been 3 years ago.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, I guess that would be the favorite Lego piece in the world because it's very. I think when I was answering that question, I probably picked like a tile though, because I do like tiles. Whenever I see tiles on the pick a brick wall,
Gotta buy them.
yeah, I'm getting them.
Cups and cups and cups.
Just because I
Right.
always like end up tiling up studs in any kind of like set that I want to display. I end up tiling up the studs
I remember when
just
I
to
was
make
in
it
the
look
lug,
cleaner.
like they had just an ungodly amount of I think it was 1x8 red tiles.
1x8. Those are
And they
long
had
red
had them
tiles.
in their like because when I was in the lug, each meeting you could go take 10 pieces from all the
Oh,
whatever brick that they used to send.
yeah.
And I
Like
was
play
taking
brick?
them for what's that?
Like play brick?
Well, our group, they would open the bags and then you could take enough pieces each meeting to make one minifig
Okay.
and then 10 pieces. But I
Interesting.
was taking these 1x8s one of my
Yeah.
first meetings to use them in the zoo as the top of the Ninjago Zoo fences.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the one person that was one of the heads of the lug was like, "Oh, you want those?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be taking these for the next couple of meetings. I'm doing something with them." She goes, "What if we just gave them all to you now?" I was like, "Well, that's fine too." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because they've been in that bin for a year, and everybody has as many as they're ever going to want." I was like, "Bring
They
them
don't
on,
want, yeah.
bring them on." But
But were you able to pick stuff from the next meetings, or was that like
so we had these numbered squares, and everybody would take a number, and that was the order you went in. You
okay?
couldn't
No,
pick
but
ahead.
what I mean was since you were getting extra 1x8 red tiles on that one meeting, your next meeting, were you still allowed to pick?
Oh yeah, they didn't care. They wanted them
Oh, okay,
all.
okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, there were certain elements that would wind up. It was like a tub that they would just dump the bags in when they opened them, and then it just stuff was in there. Sometimes, like, so if people were like, "Oh, I finally want that," they'd be like, "Just take them all, please. We're tired of sorting
Did you
past
guys
them."
ever do like parts drafts
I didn't.
with?
I was basically in it for doing the shows.
Okay.
I was friends with like 3 or 4 people out of the entire lug. And then I left it because it got to the point where, they would claim that we had this massive membership. But every time we would do a show, it would be like the same 3 people
Yeah.
doing the bulk of it. And then you would have a few people that would bring nonsense to show because you had these sets from Lego that would get divvied up by the people that participated.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was like this one father-son duo. They would just bring cars. Not even
Like,
mocked ones, like city cars that they bought.
oh.
They'd bring them, put them on the streets, and be like, "Oh, look, we helped." And I'm just like, "No, no." I was like, I was like, I gotta get out of here.
They're
This
just in it
isn't
for the
this isn't for
the
me.
free brick.
But yeah, they were just in it for the freebies.
Yeah.
And when I was leaving, somebody accused like, "Well, he was only here for the freebies." Lego apparently, I guess, changed how that all worked after I left. And like the one person that stayed behind was like, "No, he left because you people don't do anything. You show up to meetings and you don't build."
What did Lego change?
I don't know. I'm not still there.
Oh, okay.
But somebody told me they changed like how they handled sending things to the lugs or something. I don't know. I don't even know.
Interesting.
I dipped out when I dipped, and it was basically the same time that I just stopped Lego in general. And I was just like, I don't care. It's not for me anymore.
So this is what I built for the first little piece. I think this is supposed to be like a sound booth recording studio.
Totally
No, it's dark.
booth. Yep.
And then this is supposed to be, I don't know if it's like a display,
like a gold record, and maybe like a display of like this was Elvis. Like when you go to Hard Rock,
Elvis's guitar
belonged to so and so from.
Yeah.
This was Brian Adams' guitar. Oop, I took it to Canada.
I don't know where in the box this goes though. Maybe I'll just goes up here. I don't know. All right, so that's the first. That was bag one, and that took me an hour to do bag one.
Nice.
But and I was saying before the stream or at the start of the stream, yeah, I'll probably be done this one. It's only 4 bags. But I think the next bag is like big pieces. So, oh, what's this for? Triangle piece. Huh. Did I show you this guy with the big hat? I was able to. This fits on a minifigure.
Oh, I
this
need
hat.
that hat.
So I put it on my sig fig.
My naked version of my sig fig needs that hat.
It's huge compared to a sig fig, but it fits.
I love it. Love it.
It's
love
like
it, love it.
it's like the same size as me.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's a good hat. When I saw it, I was like, geez. Or you can have it this way covering. But
That would be the thing I would love to like stumble into in the Build-A-Fig bin.
oh, yeah.
Be like, I'm gonna need 15 of these.
Like if this was a collectible minifigure and had this hat, this it would be like, oh, there it is. I know what this one is.
Well, that's like you remember the old mariachi
Yeah,
theme?
yeah.
I have
They have the
so
same.
many of that fig.
Yeah, the mariachi hats. It's so small compared to this one.
Oh, good grief. Okay.
It's
That's
tiny.
funny.
Yeah.
But I would
might-
need that for my mariachi band for the guy that I always had with just a microphone could have that hat
The
to
big one.
differentiate himself.
It kind of reminds me of Spaceballs with
Darth Helmet.
yeah, Darth Helmet has that huge helmet. It's like that with this huge hat. It's funny. I like it. Yeah, I wonder if it probably only comes in this one set, that big hat.
I would imagine they'll find a way to sprinkle it in other ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like later down the road there's like a collectible minifigure with that big hat. Okay, next question, 407. I'm not quite sure what it means, but are you in the Lego Club?
I think that was a thing like back in the magazine a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because I think we had a poly bag or something. Was it Lego Max?
Okay.
Fig that was supposed to be of the Lego Club, maybe?
Was the Lego Club at the back of the instructions before?
I think so.
Something like that?
I feel like that was what it was.
This looks pretty big.
So based on the way we're talking about it, I think we can safely say that neither of us were in the Lego Club.
No. That's the cool
I'm
kid.
gonna,
The cool
and I'm
kid
going to
club.
say because we were not cool enough.
Yeah. Only Cool Kid Bricks could be in the Cool Kids Club.
Someday he'll be on a stream again. He'll be like Harold. The minute he steps foot back on North American soil, he's gonna be like, Lego.
Yeah, he'll be back.
I'm back.
All right, let me move on. 408 is, what is your family's favorite Lego theme?
Maybe currently Harry Potter.
I was going to say Harry Potter. I think that's my wife's favorite one.
My wife doesn't really dabble in it, so yeah, probably that.
I think when when Tristan was into it, he liked the superhero theme too.
That would be my son's pick, and Marvel specifically.
Yeah, yeah. Like they don't have a lot of DC anymore, and if it is DC, it's just Batman.
And the Batman is just the Star Wars of other themes.
Yeah. Like Batman on the Lego shop at home has its own section that's different from DC, even though it is still part of DC. Like the Batman sets are in the DC section, plus DC has like its own thing. And I think I'm not sure if does Spider-Man have its own
Spider-Man has
section?
its own, but at least that you can tie back to when Lego signed their agreements. Marvel did not have any. Marvel had sold off the rights to everything Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's why Spider-Man's not at Disney World, but he's at Universal Studios because Sony licensed it for the rides to them. And why they, every time that Spider-Man's been in a MCU movie, they've had to have their agreement, and that's why everybody thought Spider-Man wouldn't be in anymore because the agreement had run out. And at first, Sony was like, well, this is successful again. We can manage it. And then finally they woke up and went, yeah, but it's successful because they're doing it. So maybe we'll just keep going off of letting them do it and collecting our money.
Yeah.
Which, kids, if you're watching, if you can ever get somebody else to do the work for you and you get money from it, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Make more money doing less work. Legally.
Have you've been to, I guess, Universal Islands of Adventure?
Never.
Oh no.
Nope.
Only just Disney.
Just Disney. We were gonna try to go this year, but when we looked up the ride heights, my son was gonna miss like half of the ones we would want to do with him. So we said, nah.
Oh, I see. Just
not
wait.
this year. I'll take him another time when I go down for work. Sometimes I pay for the second ticket and I take my kids with me.
Because they have
day.
They have the Harry Potter land there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were
and if
really
the kids
hoping to,
like the Harry
half
Potter
of the stuff he wasn't tall enough for, so
yeah.
We'll do it
The
another time.
The last time I went to Universal Islands of Adventure, they only had the one Harry Potter land. They didn't have the second one. So, but my wife and kids have gone to the second one, and they were saying that to get from one to the other, you take like a Hogwarts Express.
Oh, okay.
And you're on the inside of the Hogwarts Express. I guess the windows are like a movie, so it looks like you're traveling through, like, you know how in the movie when it travels in Hogwarts Express, you look outside, you can see like the hills and everything and scenery. It's something like that. It's basically going from Universal one, like the movie one, to Islands of Adventure. And that's where the two different Harry Potter lands are. Or
supposedly that's what next generation airplanes want to go to.
Oh,
because the windows do create a small amount of drag. So there's been talk of eliminating the windows and having just like monitors.
Okay.
Airplane travel geek stuff. But yeah, that's
what would be on the monitors?
The outside.
Fake
the
scenery?
Outside or nothing. Whatever they want.
Okay. Advertisements.
Of course. Hi, this is Jimmy Fallon for Delta Airlines.
Yeah. And then, but luckily you can just take the screen out. Or hopefully you could.
Unlike the gas station when they have those talking screens.
Oh, I don't think we have that here.
Oh, there's a few by me that have them. I forget what they're called. They're always some third tier actor on there being all super cheery, like, hey.
It's like
good to see you. Thanks for pumping gas today.
If you watch any of those futuristic movies and they have like stuff like that going on.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of movies, I'm on now. It's not really a movie; it's a show. Season 5, episode 3.
Oh, we finished Dooku is Captured today, which I believe is
Okay.
maybe episode 11, season 1. And again, he told me when he got out of the car, don't watch without me.
So how many shows do you guys end up watching? Average, like, have you ever done more than a one in a night,
Yeah,
or
we
is
did
it?
them. We did like 3 one time in the house. But now
Okay.
that it's warmed up, like he doesn't want to do them after school because he can go over to the neighbor's house and like, hey, let's play.
Yeah,
And I'm not going to argue with the let's not be glued to a screen. So
yeah. Cool.
yeah, we
I
got
think
lucky
even
in the
I
middle of
think
COVID.
even.
Oop,
Go ahead.
sorry,
No,
we got
go
lucky in
ahead.
the middle of COVID. The house next door sold to us. And they had moved away 2 years ago, but their 20-something daughter was living there alone in a big 6-bedroom house, which was
Oh.
awesome. Best neighbor ever because she kept to herself. But then the house got sold and the new neighbors moved in with a son my son's age.
Okay,
So now he's got a little next door neighbor friend to play with every day.
that's cool.
Yep.
They'll probably go to the same school.
Nope. 2 different schools.
Oh, that's weird. Oh,
No,
because it's
because
private school.
he goes to one private school and we're going to a different one.
I see.
Because I don't want to drive the direction every morning that he goes. But it
Yeah.
makes sense for them because it's on the way for where his parents go for work.
Okay.
It's all about traffic where I live. Traffic's brutal. So I'm told. I haven't driven in it in 3 years.
Yeah, you have a driver.
Oh, between that and just, even if I'm going anywhere, like when I would fly, I would leave the house usually at 5 in the morning before it even started to get to the airport.
Okay.
I don't really have a driver. Or maybe I do. I don't know. It's for everyone to decide.
I know, keeping us on our toes. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. We did that. Family's favorite theme. Thoughts on Lego Jurassic World sets? I like them for the dinosaurs.
It's all about the dinosaurs and minifigs, so absolutely.
For those vehicles, I usually just take them apart, and then that's just like extra blue brick because it's usually just blue cars, blue trucks.
And we have a bunch of them because we found at one point the same Walmart where I found the 3-cent stuff and the 75-cent stuff. I found it was either $1 or $3 for one of the sets, and we bought like 7.
Jeez. Which dinosaur?
What do they call that thing? I should have been more prepared. Stegana something maybe.
Okay, so it's like an older. I mean, it was a newer.
It was a newer one. Let's see. Yeah, I think when it was said and done, I think we kept 3 or 4 of them.
Regular price was $40.
30 or 40. Steiger Malak Breakout from 2018.
Okay.
The
You can
average
have
price currently, the cheapest in the U.S. sealed on Bricklink is $35, and we paid I think it was $3, and I just bought everything they had.
Yeah,
because
makes sense.
Army building with dinosaurs is just as fun.
Yeah. No, it's for sure. For sure. I mean, getting them all might as for that price.
August of 2018, we were cleaning up on stupid cheap sets at this one Walmart. We were getting those 4+ snow speeders. No, 4+ TIE fighters, I think. We were getting those for 75 cents.
Wow.
And I didn't even buy all of those because they had so many. And so then my daughter took them to Virginia or Brick Fair, Virginia, and she wasn't even selling them. I think she was selling them for $5. Needless to say, they still went like crazy because she was selling them 50% off at the yard sale.
Nice.
I remember we had one very famous YouTuber buy one of them, and he laughed. He looked at me and he's just
MNR?
I don't name drop.
Okay.
But we had gotten to know each other decently.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even need this. And my daughter's like, hey, I'm like 7 years old, man. Come on. And he was like, all right, for that sales pitch alone,
That's
I
funny.
have to do it. And then some other guy came and was like, how much are you selling them for? She's like, $5. He's like, I'll buy them all. She was like, go for you. Thank you.
What minifigures were in that?
I don't even remember. Some kind of pilot. And that was
Like
it was
some
like a
clone
one
trooper.
minifig set, I think.
Okay. We got Rick in the chat. It says Shazam,
Rick.
but he's nursing a headache. Hey Rick,
Not
how's
from his
have
COVID
you?
shot, I hope.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how have you recovered from your COVID shot? Because that was a while ago now, I think. Actually, I think that was Friday. That might have been Friday.
Yeah, there's another YouTube show I watch where the guy is like 7 days later from Moderna, and he's still battling headaches.
Really? U.S.
Yeah, he's in California.
Okay.
It turns out I think I only watch 2 Canadian YouTubers. One's supercars and one is off-grid stuff.
Okay.
I don't even see the 4+ stuff on here. Is that its own category?
I have some. I still haven't built it yet. Dino sets.
Oh,
And
the
again,
originals?
I got it again for the dinosaurs. It was from that lasting toy store.
Okay. We've got some of the figs and clearly parts and some bulks because I got the yellow sticker tiles. They were easy to track down with the figs. But we never got dinosaurs in any of our bulk. That was always depressing.
Yeah, because I guess they just wanted to keep the dinosaurs.
I guess, yeah.
But yeah, I still haven't built it just because other things keep coming in. And I probably bought that maybe 2016-ish, around there.
Might be safe to say you're not going to get to it.
Eventually, I want to crack it open and add the dinosaurs to all my other dinosaurs.
Nah, too much work. You'd have to
eventually
buy scissors.
I'll get to it eventually.
That's what I tell my wife, but that list, it doesn't really get any smaller.
What I'm doing around the house list?
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I only have one thing left on my list for this week. But
you're not even done. You're not even done the demo, or are you done the demo?
Oh no! I'm in a roadblock.
Oh yeah. But no, I thought you bought the tools.
Yeah, they'll get here tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you had.
And I'm doing
bought
it.
Them.
I'm going really slow and trying to be as precise as I can on how I remove all of this stuff, because I don't want to give up the bathroom until all the product is in to start the remodel portion. Okay. So I'm not in a super hurry, and I'm going very slow and precise.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yep.
This is like a set I would part out because it has like a lot of like this color, like a dark pink tile too.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of that. I might keep it though.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me move on to the next question. 411. Ranking 4 Lego movie sets. Okay, I'll rank the four of my favorite ones. Number one would be Meadowbeard Sea Cow. So I'm going Lego Movie 1, not Lego Movie 2. Number 2 would be. Do I like Benny? Okay, I'll go Benny's spaceship. Number 3, Emmett's Constructo Mech. And then number 4, I like that Vitruvius Lair set. I think it comes with like the big Vitruvius. So that would be 4. If I would do a 5, maybe I'd throw in that super secret police dropship or police gunship, whatever that one's called. So those would be my 4 Lego movie sets ranked. All right. Is that favorite Hobbit set? Yeah. Favorite Lego Hobbit set. I think that's easy for me. It would be Unexpected Gathering, the one with like the Hobbit house. I really like that one. I think it looks good too. So that would be my favorite Hobbit. If I were to pick Lord of the Rings, maybe the Tower of Orthanc would be my favorite. But there are some nice ones. Like even the Goblin King one is a cool set. And then I think it's called Barrel Escape. That's a cool one. All right. 413. How do you decide which Lego sets to dismantle? It's pretty easy. If I'm not going to display it, then I'm taking it apart. So if it's not display worthy, then it's being dismantled. Do you agree?
Yeah, we're pretty much the same.
Pretty much. The question before that, I was ranking Lego movie sets, and so from top, it was top. Name your top 4, but then I gave an honorable mention. But okay. So my top one was Meadowbeard Sea Cow, and then I picked Benny Spaceship, and then notice how it's all the big ones, and then Emmett's Constructo Mech, then President Business's Evil Lair, or Vitruvius, or whatever it's called. I think it's called President Business Evil Lair. And then the last one was the police gunship, the super secret. Though it looked like the Republic gunship, but it was like a police gunship.
Okay, so the couch, because you got little cars, and I got a ton of those for.
I forgot about the couch.
That was my first ever clearance find. I got like 7 or 9 of those.
That's a good one too, the couch.
The ice cream truck, the recycling truck, and the plumber truck.
Nice. Because they were did Lego City ever make trucks like that? Well, I know they didn't make an ice cream truck, but did they ever make like a plumber truck?
I don't think so. I think
they probably.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure they made like a recycling truck though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been a bunch of recycling or trash trucks.
But I'm not sure if they made a plumber, because that's kind of unique.
I think that was unique, and I never bought it.
The plumber.
Needed it. I just didn't think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, the alternate version wasn't really interesting me at all.
I didn't like any of the alt builds. I thought they were weird, but that's just because, like,
I guess kids would like it.
The '80s that built his Lego with what the instructions said to do. So,
yeah,
I was never a think outside the box builder.
But now you are.
A little bit.
Okay, 414. Stopping Lego sets from being dismantled. Have you ever stopped Lego sets from being dismantled?
I couldn't even keep my kids from smashing my 5-foot tall skyscraper, so my answer is clearly no.
I know Maria. No, for me, yeah.
But based on
The
when that
lis-
happened, that was pretty ominous. That was right before all the COVID, so
oh,
it really was all downhill from there.
yeah. Before I came into the picture, I remember piecing together. Oh, so that is kind of one of the questions before. Have you ever put together a set that was dismantled? And I did actually. It was Hogwarts Castle from 2011. It was like in one of those grocery shopping bags. Because I
Yeah, I guess.
guess
And now that you
Tristan
say it
just
like that, you mean I guess we have too, because we put together sets that were just like when we bought things as bulk,
okay and pieced it
and
together.
then we pieced things back together to keep what we wanted. And so, yeah, we would sort it, and as we found figs, we'd set them aside or
Okay.
unique
Okay.
pieces, and then be able to go back on Bricklink and be like, well, this means that this set is possibly in there. Let's build it and keep it, or let's build that and we can sell that for enough to cover everything else that we keep.
Did you use online instructions then?
Yeah, lots of times.
Okay.
Yeah, we have found multiples of the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 idea set over the years. And each time
Oh,
because we had our own, each time we built it and resold it, it generally covered the cost of what we paid for the bin.
nice.
And that was always my goal. If I could sell enough of what was in a bin to basically make it free, the lady that sits up there wouldn't say anything about all that additional Lego coming into the house.
Yeah.
If you can keep it at a net zero, you can keep buying.
Yeah, I think I had to reassemble the Hogwarts castle. It was just, I guess, every time Maria and Tristan would work together and build it back up, it would somehow end up just being destroyed again. And then she just got fed up and just put it in a plastic bag. And then when I started getting back into it, she was like, "Oh, I have this here," and then she gave me the plastic bag. This is Hogwarts Castle. I'm
You're
like,
oh my
"Oh,
goodness.
is it complete?" She's like, "Pieces, all the pieces should be there." So then I put it back together. It's very like it's delicate.
Wonky.
Yeah, like even like compared to today's standards, because I guess they didn't really use any Technic in there to make it a bit sturdier. Like even now, I think in some of those Hogwarts sets, they have a little bit of Technic in there just to make the structures a bit sturdier.
It's the thing
And
with
so,
Lego I'll never get over is just to look back at not just what people are able to do with it when they're mocking, but just like go back and look at what the designs were for things during like the 80s and 70s for Original Town and Pirates and Space. I mean, look at how clunky and chunky things look, and then go look at even Technic, and go look at what the regular sets look like now. It's just crazy. Except you can't do that with City, because City kind of went up, 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 up. But City sets have just kind of.
It's still clunky.
They've gone back to being clunky. If you look at the cars, the stuff that was coming out, like in the construction and some of the tow trucks and stuff in like that 2012 to 15, and then go look at what they put out now in the City and how dumbed down it is.
Why do you think that is?
Because Lego's for kids, and Lego apparently thinks kids are stupid.
But like what you're saying is like they've gone backwards.
Like
they were improving it, and then they just went backwards.
Yeah, I mean, I know they don't make it for adults, but you know what? I want something better for my kids. I think they pinnacled at one point or plateaued, and that they've just kind of dumbed down the City lineup over the last few years.
Yeah.
But you know what? People are still buying it, so what do I know?
Like even a set like this Troll set, which is ages 6+, the pieces aren't that clunky. It's like using like these nice curved pieces, and
Well, and
yeah, it's just
you built some of the, I'm sure some of the Marvel sets of the last couple of years. I mean, you can see it even in some of that, the clunkiness.
yeah.
And some of the Spider-Man sets, they're ridiculously clunky. Yeah, I had Charm City Brick, and I used to joke, what did they do? Fire everybody in city and give them and just promote the juniors line to be the city designers.
Yeah, some of those like Marvel command centers,
They're
it's
kind of
pretty much like
juniorish.
it's like a city police station kind of, you
Yeah, they're
know?
just. But again, they're the billion-dollar company. I'm just a guy in his basement. So you know what? They're right.
But you're not just a guy in your mom's basement.
No,
So there's a
sir.
there's a difference.
There is. I left that basement in 1998. 98? 98.
Nice.
Never back once.
Back once?
Well, when I was moving back from New York, I stayed with them for like a month so I could do the house hunting down here.
Oh, like you stayed with them, but not you've visited and seen your mom's basement
Oh yeah.
since,
Yeah. No, until they moved to Florida, my parents were literally only like 10 minutes away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, where I live now, other than for 3.5 years of my life, I've lived within 10 miles of here my whole life.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm kind of a townie. But I'm one town over from where I grew up.
Where have you traveled to? Have you different countries wise?
Countries, I've been to Italy and Canada and Mexico, Jamaica, St. Martin.
These are all vacation or any business? Are some of these business?
Never for business.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I went to Italy to get engaged. I guess that was a business decision.
That's a business decision.
That's a business decision. A lot of the Caribbean, but that's not really like Jamaica is the only one where I stayed for more than a day because everything else was cruise shop stops.
Okay.
But I would live like if you told me, okay, you can go live where you want to, and you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to money. I'd be on St. Martin. I love St. Martin.
Oh, okay.
But that's about it.
How many times have you been to St. Martin?
4.
Okay.
Like I had favorite spots. Like I would get off the boat. I knew everywhere I wanted to go before we settled down. There were specific things I would go by because you could bring them back with you, but they didn't have an importer's license.
What about Disney? Would you ever want to live near Disney?
Yeah, I would live. It's called Golden Oaks. Yeah, that could be a possibility at some point.
Oh, like a realistic possibility.
Oh, very much so.
Okay.
But yeah, they have their own on property communities. I think they're really more designed for it to be your second home, but in your home. But I could see having a place in it's called Golden Oak. I want to say.
You're in Maryland, right?
I'm in Maryland. Yep. I have no
Is
desire.
there like a Six Flags by you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Six Flags is.
I wouldn't go there. I went there for my COVID shots, and that's it.
Oh, I've never been to a Six Flags, but I always hear like that's the American amusement park, like with roller coasters and everything.
I don't really do the rides. Yeah, so if I was going to live in Florida, that settles in. And that's the Golden Oak Club. That's where I would move.
That's
I think
retirement home.
No.
What is that?
That's just a real nice private community that's on Disney property.
Oh, okay, it's like a gated community.
Oh, it's yeah. And then I think like
gated.
all your landscaping is done by them.
Okay.
I think you can basically go to the park every day. I mean, the HOA fees ridiculous, but Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, Maryland is not by any means our long term. We're here until my wife is done working.
But you grew up in Maryland too, right?
But no, but nothing's left here for me.
Okay.
My brother's military, so he lives all over the world. My father's in Florida. That's it.
Yeah,
There's just the three of us at this point. So
I used to love roller coasters, but I think it was like when I hit my 30s, that's when like I felt like my brain rattling inside my head. And so, especially like with wooden roller coasters, like I used to love the wooden roller coasters. And it's funny because as the kids were getting older, I was like, okay, like I was waiting for them to be tall enough to ride roller coasters with me. And then finally, when Tristan was like tall enough and all ready, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore.
I was so looking forward when Galaxy's Edge opened at Disney to ride that ride that was in the commercial where I think it's Smuggler's Run or whatever, where you're in the Millennium Falcon.
Okay, yeah.
I get in, I wait in line, I ride the thing, I get off I don't have a bad back. My back hurts so bad.
Man.
And it was one of those rides where you're not really moving. It's just visually they manipulate you.
Yeah.
But my back hurt so bad. And my wife's like, how was it? I was like, it was fantastic. And I'm like, I just want to go back and get in a hot tub.
For a young person.
I mean, you might be young. I'm not young.
I'm not young anymore.
I think I'm older than you, though.
I was born in 78.
Oh, no. You have me, sir.
You're born 79?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so what I was saying was like once I got into my 30s, that's when I just felt it.
Yep.
Boom, like it felt like my brain was rattling inside. So
and your legs feel it just from walking around on that pavement for 12 hours.
Yeah.
These kids don't understand.
I remember I think we're 21. Maria and I went to Disney. We're doing like we had the park hopper where we were doing like the two parks a day, one park in the morning, one park in the afternoon. Then we were with our friend was with us too.
Just living it up kid free, right?
Yeah. But then just so for our honeymoon, it was just we were 26. It's just 5 years later. After the first park, we're like,
like I said, that means you got married
already
in 04?
04, yeah.
Yep, because I'm year younger than married in 05.
Okay. Yeah, so about the same age, right? 26.
Yeah, we went to Mexico for our honeymoon, and I don't do well in the sun. And like 2 days before we were flying back, we went snorkeling out where the Gulf meets the ocean. And I guess my dumb self forgot to put sunscreen on. So I'm floating around out there with nothing but the sun and the water. And I was lobster red across my whole back.
Do you burn easily, or it was just so hot?
I burn, peel, and burn again. Like it never even turns to a tan on me. So I had to fly all the way back from Cozumel, like this on the plane for 7 hours because I couldn't let my back
for your back
to the seat.
Oh man,
that was a nightmare. And of course, my wife with the Asian skin.
Yeah, she's fine.
She tans, the kids tan. It's just pale dad walking around Florida in a long sleeve shirt in August.
So that's why you do the long sleeves too. Because remember we were talking about that.
Yes, when I was if I'm outside, I'm in. Plus, skin cancer. My dad's had a few runs of it, so I'm very, very careful now.
So check out these guys. They're interesting.
Yeah, SPF 100 is my best friend.
I don't know if they're like centaurs, but they're kind of creepy.
How much is that? All one molded piece?
No, it's so that's one molded piece.
You could kind of do stuff with that though.
The head goes on, and then this hat comes off too. So you put the hat on, but they're like big pieces.
I could see play. Yeah, because they're like big dumb heads.
Yeah, and like you can switch things around. Like you can put that cowboy hat on this guy, but it kind of reminds me of like Duplo, I guess, because they're
They're
big.
kind of in between, yeah.
But this is the main reason why I got these sets, were just for these trolls. Not that I haven't even watched Trolls. I know eventually it's like a Bricklink buy down the road if I don't get these.
I believe COVID or Trolls World Tour, I believe, was a COVID watch at our house. I think it wound up on one of the
Streaming
services as a free watch, and my kids were like, "Can we?" And I went, "Oh, gun to
That's
my head, I guess so."
It's like a singing one, right? It's like Justin Timberlake or something, isn't he?
I think I snuck my tiny earbuds in my ears and
listening to the game.
Watched a different movie on my phone.
I've never watched. I think there's like even a Trolls before this Trolls.
I think there's 2 movies. Yeah,
I haven't watched them, but I know the kids have.
I recommend not watching. I feel like is what I would say.
It's not on your top 5. I guess this is DreamWorks. DreamWorks, I think, is Shrek, right? Shrek is DreamWorks.
Shrek. I think Minions.
Oh yeah, Minions. What are they? What else are they known for? Yeah, Madagascar
movies.
Those are popular.
I dig the Penguins of Madagascar movie, and that was a cartoon for a while.
I've only seen the first Madagascar.
No, you've seen them all. Then just you've only seen the one version.
Okay, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
same story.
It's like how Real World. It was the same every season, but every season was in a new city.
I've never watched Real World.
Well, you've outgrown it now.
I've seen Jersey Shore.
Oh, I'm proud to say, I have not.
You haven't?
No.
I got sucked into, like, it's like I think it was like on MTV, and so I like watched, and it was like one of those, like, it was like back to back to back, and so I just got sucked into the story.
You stumbled into a marathon and it got you.
Yeah, it was one of those. To the point where I ended up getting like the next season on like DVD just so I can watch, like, backtrack and watch it. I fell into one of those like traps.
So that's where you've been for 3 years. You weren't doing Lego because you were busy at the Jersey Shore convention.
No, this is before. This is before Lego. This is when I had all my DVDs behind me instead of all my Lego shelves.
When was? Oh no, we're not going to go down this rabbit hole.
When was Jersey Shore?
No questions.
It's probably like 2006 or 2007, something like that. I'm guessing.
Golly, we're old.
Because I know I'm pretty sure the kids were young, or like I think I only had my first. We didn't have
your kids. I thought you were referring to them as kids, and I thought it worked that way too. The kids that were on it were so young.
Snooki. All right. 4:15.
Yeah, that's a show that if there was a bomb that went off, if I couldn't name all the characters, I would probably just look at whoever had the controls and say, "You can go ahead and set it off."
You've heard of Snooki, though.
I know that name.
That's probably the only name that.
I think that's the only name because she was on.
Was she on something else?
She was like a guest judge on something, like some cooking show that we watched.
Okay.
Or something like that, maybe.
All right, 4:15. Thoughts on the Lego Batman video game? We played it. I think we finished it.
We did not finish it. That was back in the Wii. This is old. That was on Wii.
Ours was Xbox 360.
I think I want to say I kind of liked it because you had so many things you could do with Batman instead of having to switch between all the characters. Maybe.
Yeah, this is like the first like Batman 1.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't my least favorite of them.
I still remember like the song that like the Black or the Dark Knights kind of song.
I feel like if we were ranking the Lego games, that would rank like 3.
Oh,
I think that's 3. Yeah.
I don't know what I would. Definitely the one that I played the most, like the most hours, was the Star Wars
Oh,
complete saga.
yeah. The original of that, I think I finished every task.
Yeah,
There was one I really hated. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Might have been
I didn't
Ancient
like.
World.
I didn't like the Hobbit.
I didn't even mess with that because I don't know anything about it.
That's why I didn't like it, because each Hobbit looked the same, or each dwarf looked the same to me, but each dwarf had its own special power or task to do. So I'd always forget who did what,
Yeah, I'd
and
be so
so
lost in that.
yeah, I didn't like that one. And then all the recent
I think I
ones.
liked.
Yeah, I played that one a lot too. It was our first Xbox game. Like it came with the system. But it's like some of the ones now, they're so involved.
Oh, the Harry Potter one my daughter was playing. I wouldn't have the patience for it.
But even like the more recent ones, so like stuff like The Incredibles.
Oh, see, we didn't
And
mess with us. We had superheroes. That was tough. There's so much to do, and it took forever to open character. Like I'd have to get my phone out to figure it out.
oh, so, sometimes I would do that too. Go to YouTube, and sometimes they have like the walkthroughs.
Yep.
So I was like, this is taking forever. Okay, let's just look.
Because I just needed to open stuff up so the kids could have all the characters. I'd be like, what do I have to do on this board?
Yeah. But yeah, my youngest is excited for the Star Wars because
If it ever
he
comes out.
if it ever comes out, because he loves Star Wars more than all the other kids like Star Wars at that age or even now. Like he's just constantly watching
Well, I feel like
the 9 movies.
I wanted to play it because that's like a throwback. I mean, I feel like the original one was out probably 20 years ago.
Like the original
Lego Star Wars. I feel like that was 20 years ago.
I think.
So, I can remember
Yeah,
playing
you
it.
might.
Let's see.
Maybe like 2006 or something, close to 20 years ago. I could be wrong. That's a Google question.
That's crazy. There's no release date, but you can still pre-order it.
With the blue milk.
Okay, here's one. Lego Star Wars, the video game. There was at least one. This seems to think 2005.
Okay. Which makes sense. It's around that time.
Yeah, somewhere in there. GameCube version. Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe I had it on GameCube. Okay.
I never had GameCube. Well, you get a 1x16 in this color.
Oh my.
Like usually this is in black, but not
Yeah.
I'm not even know what color this is. I remember they brought this color back because this was retired, this color, when I was working on like my Batman Friends mock. I wanted a bunch of these, and I know they were retired, but they brought them back. I can't remember what theme they brought them back, but one of those, either Trolls or Lego Friends, like something, they brought it back.
It looks like the color that would have been Friends.
Yeah, like you know how it has all these like different colors. The palettes are a little bit like when Elves was out. It's like a little bit different than Friends. Like the color pattern, color palette of Elves. And then I guess Trolls or Powerpuff Girls. It's like a different palette.
It appears
Actually,
that
no,
may be called dark turquoise.
Turquoise. in general. I don't even think if there's like regular turquoise.
Oh, I'm
Gee,
here.
I should move this down.
The hat.
How much is that hat?
You know, it's funny. There's only 8 people selling it.
Really?
Cheapest in America, $5.
$5 for a hat.
Mm-hmm.
What's the average price in America?
I don't know.
Doesn't it say there? Like it says minimum, average, and then
I didn't
maximum?
go to that. Hold on. Price
How did
tag.
you know?
I just pull up the initial screen and then I look for the first American flag seller.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Average $6.42 new. But
Okay.
that's not just in America. That's everywhere. That's close enough. There's only 8 for sale though. That's crazy. You would think that set made it to clearance at a ton of Walmarts. And
I think
wound
it's still
itself
it might
all over Bricklink, but
I think it might still be on like Lego Shop at Home. Maybe it's not
maybe.
on sale yet. So this is the
That came
newer.
out-
I think this is the newer one.
Yeah, 2020 was a long year. Maybe that's like a December release or something.
Yeah.
This is when you need Big B.
Big B will open up his drawer. Oh yeah, I didn't. It's not 8
I've
stores.
got
It's 8.
all of them from Amazon.
I haven't listed them yet.
Yep, they're over there somewhere. We'll list them in 2027. They're not vintage enough yet.
We're waiting for
All
Andrea.
in good fun if you're watching. All in good fun.
Waiting for Andrea to make her saloon mock. And she'll buy a bunch. Favorite Lego Chima set.
I'm sure they made it so like because didn't they have like battle packs for Chima?
They had Speedors.
But didn't they have like battle packs where you would get like 4 of the characters in a box?
Oh.
I think.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I think they did. Let me. This is so hard because our producer's busy looking at flowers. The producer's not here today, folks. We're on our own.
I liked the Lion Lair set.
Oh, we call
I had that
Chima.
displayed for a while.
Okay. Chima.
Do you remember that set? The Lion Lair?
I didn't pay attention to Chima. But
I bought
feel
that
like
one.
there's Click It City. Why is there a Chima? Was it called something else? Was it Legends of Chima?
Legends of Chima.
Okay. There we go. 136. There was 136 sets from that.
136 sets. How many years does it say? The years that it was out. Was it 2 years or just one? I'm guessing it was 2 years because I think they had like 3. Okay.
Let me see.
I feel like they had
battle
three
packs.
different waves. Yeah, I don't remember the battle packs. I just remember the Speedors.
And maybe that's what they were, but I just thought that there were.
But it was only one
pages
minifigure.
worth of these things. What did you like? Lion, Legend, Beast?
It was a fortress.
Oh, okay. I think we found this one. I think we had in a thing. I thought there were like battle packs for these stupid things where you would get a couple of characters.
Did you see? I saw it on the Brick Fan today.
Yeah, tribe packs. You had tribe packs.
Oh, you did have tribe packs. Okay.
Yeah. So I thought there was a gorilla tribe pack. Maybe
I think Gorilla was wave 2. I think wave 1 was like Raven, Wolf, Crocodile, the White Bird, and the Lion. I think those were the 5 for like
maybe
wave 1. And then wave 2 was like they started introducing like the gorillas and the spiders and all that. But today I saw the second wave of video.
Okay, so
This summer. Oh, go
since I
ahead.
can't find what I want, I'm gonna say the Ice Bear Tribe Pack.
Okay.
I thought there was a Gorilla Tribe Pack. Maybe there was.
It comes with 4 ice bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Moving on, because nobody stays with Chima for very long. Not even Lego.
Yeah, they released pictures of the second wave of video, and there's this big boombox that looks pretty cool. If you go to Alan the Brick Fan,
Okay.
and then you press continue because then it shows more pictures. But there's this boombox, and it opens up.
Ooh, summer.
Like a
Hold on,
playset?
I have to accept all the cookies first. I did agree already. Let's agree twice. Prototype and development images. That's really weird that he would put that out there.
No, but they're like actual. They look like Lego pictures.
They're really taking this to a weird place, man. Okay, the boombox is kind of cool.
Right?
But it doesn't look like you get any figs.
I thought you do.
I can't tell.
Man, I thought whatever's in front of it are the minifigures that come with it. But it's a big boombox.
This thing's just a little. Wow. Okay. Oh, look, there's a lowrider in this picture.
I don't remember the lowrider.
Yeah, Robo Hip Hop.
Hold on. Okay.
But these almost look like they're figless sets, like more of the environments. These things are weird, man. I'm not. This isn't for me.
It's not in your wheelhouse.
This is not.
I already did the whole wave 1, so wave 2 is inevitable. But some of the wave 2 look like they're like partners. So like if there was a girl version in wave 1, there's a boy version in wave 2.
Okay, I did like when they would do that with CMFs, like the Cyclops boy and the Cyclops gal.
Or like the gingerbread cookie girl.
Let's be realistic. We don't know, but when there's a partner, we don't necessarily need to gender them.
Yeah, that's true.
But when there's 2 with a specific idea, I'm gonna dance lightly because I don't, YouTube. They might, you don't want to
get canceled.
Rock the boat on that kind of thing. So, I do like when a fig has a partner fig.
Yeah,
and that partner can be anything. We're okay with everything.
Bert and Ernie.
Whatever they want to do. They've lived together for a long time.
Did you see the
somebody in that couple has a fear of commitment.
Did you see the Sesame Street special? I think it was either last night or the night before. But
I feel comfortable saying I don't think I've seen Sesame Street since 1984.
Well, I was surprised how big those puppets are, because they showed kind of like behind the scenes where like the puppeteer was like this with the puppet, and then they had like the human beside it. But those puppets are big. Even like Bert and Ernie, those puppets are big. I didn't realize. Like you don't really notice when you're just watching it on screen, but they're like huge. They're like life-size puppets. I didn't realize that. But they were showing like clips from like the 70s and from the 80s.
Okay, well,
and I was like, oh, I remember. Yeah. I remember Maria. I can't remember their names now. I only remember Maria. She's like the Spanish girl.
So here's my issue with Sesame Street. You ready?
Okay, go.
Soapbox time. They say that they're a nonprofit and they're on PBS.
Okay.
But they license the crap out of everything.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't done enough because I don't care enough, but I find it interesting. I mean, I think they're on HBO's streaming service.
I don't know who
Sure
owns.
seems like somebody's probably
Sesame
made
Street.
a lot of money off of Sesame Street.
Is it Jim Henson? Is he like?
Pride
Because I know he's
Pride of Maryland.
Muppets.
Jim Henson.
Oh, is he Maryland?
He's a Maryland guy.
But I know he's like Muppets. But I don't know if
He's
the
Sesame
puppets.
Street. He was Sesame Street too.
Okay,
Yep, those are all his.
puppets.
He was responsible. He was Fraggle Rock,
Yeah, I remember Fraggle Rock.
the original Dark Crystal. Ooh,
I don't know
the
Dark
origi-
Crystal.
The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie was they were the costumes from Henson's Creature Shop.
Okay.
If you ever get the time, you can Google. They came out sometime last year. It's like these original commercials that Henson did for, I think it was like a coffee company.
Okay.
And they are out there. They're hysterical, but they're out there, like with the violence, and they're violent. Very weird.
Like, are you saying like they're hysterical because they're so bad? It's so bad
They're
it's
like
good.
the one
Type
is
of thing?
like, if you don't drink this, and then he like blows the guy up.
What's going on, BFAB? You working?
They're wild. Selected filmography for the Creature Shop. So, the Dark Crystal, Labyrinth.
Okay, I know Labyrinth.
Yep, they did the creature costumes in that. They did the Big Bunny for they helped with Neverending Story 3, everything. Oh, the TV show Dinosaurs from when we were kids.
I was never really into dinosaurs.
It doesn't hold up. It's on Disney Plus. We tried to show it to the kids. My wife and I were like, "This is bad."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was my like. I'm not against Sesame Street. I'm always just like, "Where's the money going?" Because that's a big business.
I sent you a link, BFAB, if you want to chat. Yeah, it is a big business.
And BFAB, Nick's gonna need you because the last half an hour, I turn into a pumpkin.
I've gotten used to chatting chatting to myself. Oh, this is a good. Oh, I thought this was the light bright yellow, not the cool yellow. I think it's called cool yellow. All right, next question. 417. Oh, favorite Lego Chima minifigure this time.
The gorillas.
So I guess yours is the gorilla, right? Did you know they had like I like this guy.
I'd say gorillas. Then the
But
bear.
you probably like
frog.
this cute little gorilla.
Yeah, they're awesome.
The cute little gorilla.
Love those figs.
What's going on, BFAB?
How's it going, guys? Just chilling, enjoying life, and well, I wasn't enjoying life like 2 hours ago. I've been scripting for the last 2 hours, so
For video.
yeah. So I'm talking about the later today.
I gotta just say, your picture looks like half black Paul Walker.
You know, I am half black, so I'll take it.
Okay.
It does kind of look like Paul Walker. You're right.
I'll take that as a compliment this time. Most of the time, people give me Krondon, and I'm like, if you guys know who Krondon is, that is not a compliment.
No,
I don't know.
but
I don't know
that means
Krondon.
that
Okay,
is
so he's the
you.
villain in Black Lightning. Just picture getting compared to that guy.
So that
Like,
picture
that is
you.
not a compliment. Like, oh yeah, you kind of remind me of the villain from Black Lightning, and I'm like, wow, I really hate you guys. People like it's the facial hair, and I'm like compare me to anyone, but you compared me. And the thing is, in general, I think most people, and I've already said this like 50 million times, I think most people are average, but you're gonna compare me to someone that I despise how they look, and you're gonna give me that. I'm just like, I sometimes hate my friends.
Nice. So, what's your favorite Lego Chima minifigure? We were just talking about Lego Chima
Chima
minifigures.
minifigs. Do people even like? I love Chima though. I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually like Shima. Like regarding minifigs, I really like the Mammoth Tribe. I don't know if I actually had a favorite
Oh
like
yeah,
minifig. I did like that massive big fig mammoth though. Like I never bought it though, but like I had like most of the Chima like Speedors. Like I think Chima overall was a underrated theme a little bit. So
my favorite minifig would have been the woodchuck.
oh dang, yeah.
Remember this one? The little woodchuck.
What beavers? Aren't they beavers?
Is it a beaver? I don't know. It's a beaver.
I think it's the beaver tribe. They look weird because it's like I believe they reused the Yeti from Series 11 piece, and Lego was lazy and wanted to introduce a new mold, so the face looks a little off. But
nice. So you said you're working on a script for a video right now?
Yeah, so I just finished scripting. So I originally like freestyled like everyone has covered the new video sets, right? The new summer video sets.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so I'm like, let me just make a video on it, kind of a longer form video, sharing my thoughts on it, breaking it down, talking about why I think it's going to fail because, like obviously box art plays a lot too. And the new box art is reminiscent of the Hidden Side box art where they're focusing on the playability. And this is another failed move because like Hidden Side in the States, we got down to 90% off Hidden Side sets. Like no one wanted them, So, and the sets are overall really good sets, but the box art fails to sell the product,
Well, it's not just the box art. So I don't know if you remember the current, this is from a few years ago what happened, but the current head of Lego said when he started, his goal was to take more of this stuff into the online world.
Yeah.
And be less brick focused. And I remember when it happened thinking, what? You got hired by the company that makes brick focused stuff and you want to go away from that.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
My kids had no desire with Hidden Side to do anything other than build it.
Yeah.
Half of the stuff they were just like, no, I'm not interested in that. They liked the school bus set because it was a school bus thing that got a little weird.
Yeah, like if you want to get into like video games,
Battle Bus or something.
Yeah, the Battle Bus. They like that. It's sitting over on the floor in the other room now. My kid was playing with it. But half the stuff they're like, nope, not interested.
Like I was gonna say, like if they're gonna get into video games, the kids are just gonna play video games. Yeah, they'll play Minecraft.
Right. If I'm gonna glue them to a screen, I'm gonna get a game that goes forever, not one where they need to borrow my phone.
Yeah. I think Lego. I understand Lego trying to branch and do technology. The thing is, like, they're failing at it. They're not appealing to kids, and plus you play with these apps and they're so glitchy, or like early on, right? The everything is based on first impressions, right? So literally the Hidden Side app, the video app, when people are first using them, they're really glitchy because they like kind of throw them together, and then even if they fix the bugs after, you don't really want to mess with it again because your first impression was negative, So
Nick can probably back this up. One of the most annoying things as a parent is when you figure out that something that is majorly marketed towards kids sucks.
Yeah.
That chuckle from Nick tells me he knows what I mean.
Well, even like Lego Dimensions, it was all glitchy too. And
garbage.
Like we got it, we tried the video, like we tried it, like the actual video game. And it was all glitchy, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna display these instead, and
I think
we
never
kept crashing.
We never got it to work right, and it was funny. I was going upstairs in the cabinet under the TV. This is like 2 months ago, and I pulled out one of the big Home Depot style organizers that we had all the dumb chips in, and I had it on the counter to get rid of it. And my wife was like, what's all that? And I was like, remember like all those years ago we bought that stupid game and we built that thing to go with it?
Oh yeah, we had to build.
She's like, yeah, that's those. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you bought that many of them if it didn't work? And I was like, well, they were still kind of cool figs, so we were buying them for the figs. And don't worry, we sold most of them and made really cool. We made some good money on some of them. But
Did you
she was
play
like, all right? She
Dimensions?
goes, well, give me that. Don't throw it away. And I was like, what are you gonna do with it? She goes, oh, I'm gonna take it to work for electronics recycling.
BFAB,
They
did you
weren't.
do,
I mean,
did you do it?
Dimensions. They weren't bad sets. They were just overpriced, and like you guys said, the game was glitchy. From what I heard, I never played it, but like I
Okay.
love getting obscure characters, like seeing, like some Back to the Future was like, but let's say like Sonic and
Mr. T.
Goonies and
Where
Yeah,
else
you know,
are we
Goonies.
getting a Mr. T fig?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those were cool.
yeah,
How you can
like
actually
you
get
said.
the figs.
Yeah. I only bought them for the figs. There was no part of it, and I only bought the ones like Knight Rider, Mr. T.
yeah.
Bought Goonies because everybody was like, "Yeah, buy Goonies." I've never even seen Goonies, so I don't know why I bought
You haven't seen Goonies? Come on.
No, I told
You
you
and-
before.
It's you and
If you
Andrea.
want, set aside like a half an hour one day. We can play the game that my friends like to play, which is Has He Seen It? And we'll literally sit around my fire pit. We'll be drinking,
Funny.
and they say, "Let's play Has He Seen It?" And then we drink beers, and they're like, oh, they'll throw out a movie that the whole world has seen, and I'll be like,
Have you seen all the Star Wars?
I have.
Okay. And you've seen all the MCU movies?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but like you go, like when we were doing the Disney thing the other day, I think Andrea said something about Cinderella, and it slipped by all you guys. I was like, never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen Cinderella?
I have not. Nor Snow White.
I'm wondering if BFAB has watched Cinderella.
I
Or
have
Snow
to
White.
say, as much as I sound and look like a guy that watched Cinderella, I have not seen it yet.
My friend, my young friend, you wear that badge with pride.
I mean, the thing is, I have no issue watching, I guess, princess stuff or love stuff, but it's just like, why watch that when you can watch other stuff? Like, there's so many good like movies and TV shows out there. But I mean, I'm not a host.
I'm
to
clapping
it,
for
you
your
know?
monologue, my friend. I'm clapping.
I guess Cinderella's pretty outdated, but I guess they've had like remakes and stuff like that.
Well, and Nick, you can remember. I mean, when we were kids, you'd get it. They weren't on video. They weren't on VCR when that first came out, and so you were at the mercy of how old were you when they would recycle them into the theater. Kids today don't understand that. The original Disney cartoons, every few years they would restick one in theaters. That was the only way you could see it.
I remember that.
And so,
My wife collected like I guess the VHS soft. It's like a soft covered.
yep,
Disney,
the fancy.
you know,
I know the one
yeah.
you're speaking of. People still
So
get giddy when they find them in storage lockers.
So yeah, we have all of those. And then when DVD came out, we started buying the same
Replace them
movie on
And then
DVD.
Blu-ray. Then you needed Blu-ray,
Yeah, we didn't do it with the Blu-ray
and
because we
you had
just
to get
stopped buying
digital.
it.
And now
Now
You
it's all
got
on
it.
Disney Plus.
Now it's all
So-
Disney Plus, and you didn't have to buy any of them.
Now
But
that, now that's on Disney.
services exist.
But all my DVDs are still upstairs under the TV.
It's funny now that it's on Disney Plus. We're like, okay, let's sit down and watch some Disney Plus, and then we go through like there's like too many options of all the cartoons that she used to watch, and so it's like, no, we don't want to watch that.
What my
No,
kids
we don't want to watch
started,
that.
my kids have started for family movie night. They'll take like 10 movies, throw them in a box, and pull
Okay.
one out, and then we have to watch it.
That's interesting.
So that's kind of fun. And each one of the four of us will put like 3 or 4 in the box, and we'll go through it until we're out of all the movies.
I know some of the streaming services have like that random button where
I'm
you
not
press
doing
like the random button and it randomizes, like it just picks something for you.
My
And then
luck,
you
I'd
play
be
it.
on like HBO Max and be like randomize, and it would pull up like some very inappropriate Sopranos episode or something.
I
though
can
had
totally see
set
that
the,
happening.
You know, the parental code limit. Or all of a sudden we're watching Band of Brothers and my kids are like, everybody's blowing up.
Oh yeah,
I'm so glad that
that's the
streaming services exist, though. Like, I still remember as a kid going to stores to buy like DVDs that I wanted to watch, and like you pay $10 for a DVD just for one DVD. You watch it maybe once or twice, and you never watch it again.
You're so
And
Yeah.
so, like having all these street, like when I tell people I have Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, DC streaming service, Disney Plus, like all this stuff. People like, you have a lot. I'm like, oh, just picture back in the day. This is in reality, you have so much content at your hands, and it's like you're not paying a lot for it, and you don't get to keep it physically, but you can always go back and watch it unless they retire it or whatever, So
Yeah.
And I never went back and watched most of my DVDs a second time, like you said.
Same.
The good news is I'm old enough that most of them have a Best Buy or a Blockbuster sticker on them, and I bought them used a few weeks later.
Yeah, previously viewed, right?
Previously
I used to do that too.
Save that.
Previously viewed.
I still remember as a kid, my parents going to Blockbuster.
All right, it's pumpkin time. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, take it easy.
Well, see ya.
Yeah, I was looking at those video pictures. The one that intrigued me was the big boom box.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, for sure.
I think it transforms into something. I wasn't really.
So you open it up and it's like a stage inside, which I think is a really cool concept.
Yeah. Rick says he has over 1,000 DVDs under the TV right now. Hasn't watched any of them in a decade.
I think it's cool to have like DVDs saying like you collect something. Like if I go to storage right now, I probably have 400 VHSs, but it's like, what am I gonna do with them? Like,
yeah. I guess it's also kind of just like a collector thing too, for like people who collect records or people who collect Lego. Same kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think in general, like for like Lego, I feel like will never age. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like in like 20 years, people are still gonna be buying Lego. Lego's still gonna be doing well, hopefully. Compared to like DVDs, they had like their 10, 20 year span, and now no one really uses them anymore or buys them.
It's like cassette tapes or something.
Yeah.
People who have like a cassette tape collection.
Now I'm feeling old.
Because you know what cassette tapes are. I don't even know if my kids have seen a cassette tape. Before Lego, Rick says I used to display them prominently. Now they're in hiding. Yeah, the DVDs. Same thing with me, Rick. Behind me, all these shelves of Lego used to be shelves of DVDs, and this used to be like a DVD room with my pool table. So
I still think I remember that early on, like 2015, you had it that way, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think I still had the DVDs over here, and I had Lego. I think sometimes with Big T's bass, like those Big T bass videos.
Mocked, yep.
And then if I like move my camera a bit, you'd see like some of the DVDs. But,
yeah, I remember. I mean, Big T still makes mocks every once in a while, right? But it's mostly
not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like he even took everything from his room and he like gave it down to me. Like he just likes to draw now. And I noticed that you've been doing some drawing too.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drawing for years. I just don't do it often. Like I do it if I have some free time. Like yesterday night, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just draw a quick 2-hour sketch. I was just scripting, got bored from scripting. But I'm also working on other videos. Like for me, it's like when I work on videos, I usually will work on multiple videos. Like I'll work on this part of a video, then another part of another video. If a news video drops and there's like information, I just jump over to that one, but it's easier to do that. But I'm just like, okay, let me just draw. So yesterday, about 2 hours it took me to draw what I posted on Instagram. I was happy with that. It's just a bunch of random vehicles combined together.
Did you notice that when you started drawing again, was it just like how you left off, or were you rusty, or what?
I think in general, my art style has always been okay. Like I don't feel like I've always been I don't think I'm amazing at it. I think I'm decent at it. Like I think my art style is more of like a tattoo style. So like if I drew a tattoo, it looked really cool, right? I'm used to doing collage stuff, but no, I don't feel like I was rusty. It's just a lot of people wow, you're good at art or you're decent at art, and I'm like, well, I don't enjoy it as much as people would think. Like I know Brick Zapper, she's good at what she does, but she's not, obviously she has a job, she's not putting out content, right? I mean,
you haven't seen. I was gonna say you haven't seen any of Big T's drawings, have you?
I don't think I have. No.
If you go to Instagram, if you type in CHICHAN, so Chichan, that's his Instagram, and so his art style is interesting. It's like CHICHN. It's like an interesting art style that it's interesting to the fact that it's kind of like weird. I don't know. I can't describe it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up at once. I started looking up on my computer, but by now my computer's like glitching. So,
but yeah, I wonder if I can pull it up. I can share.
It also seems like the kid likes working out. Like I think when you guys came back, I'm like, holy crap, this little kid has become a grown man that's jacked, and I'm like, what is he doing that I'm doing wrong? You know?
Yeah, he's always like comparing himself to me, and of course, like I'm not as young as I used to be, and so he's like, "Oh, look, my arms are bigger than yours," and
you're like, "This is unfair."
So this is like stuff that he does.
Oh my god! Oh wow!
It's like weird, but
he's really good. Oh my god!
So stuff like that, right?
Wow. That kid is going places. Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, it's like
wow.
And he just like thinks of it. It just comes up in his brain. I'm like,
he is so good.
What are you
Holy
thinking
crap.
of?
I think your imagination, especially like if you love art, like it runs wild. Like you look at one object, you're like, how can I turn it into 10 different objects, you know? Like
But like
wow.
yeah, like it progresses from like stuff like this to like stuff like I don't know.
Wow, the kid is talented. Wow.
Yeah, and so these are just stuff that he posts, but like I guess in his notebook there's like all this other stuff. What's going on, Armand?
Hey Armand.
Hey everyone.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
You guys have chatted before, right? Or no?
Yeah. A couple times.
Okay. Yeah. I was just showing some of my son's art. If you saw that there.
Oh wow, your son drew that, Nick?
Yeah. So
that's
I'll say
impressive.
like he's not into building mocks anymore, but he's into like drawing. So that's what he likes to do now, which I guess it saves me a lot of having to scrounge for brick because it's not taken by him anymore. And
I still remember years ago
anymore.
when you're like, if you don't like a set, you give it to Big T to make mocks with or whatever.
Yeah. So, but yeah, even the younger kids, they're like into Roblox more than Lego.
Look what you've done to your kids. Come on, I'm kidding.
Yeah, because I guess they play it with like their friends, so they'll be like on their iPad on like a Zoom call or whatever thing they're doing with like 4 other friends, and they're all like playing. So this is Mason, little Busk is like the middle guy, and then my youngest is like right behind him, trying to join their server and everything.
And he's like, "No, you're not invited."
Yeah, that's exactly what. Oh yeah, we should have him do like a T-shirt design. That's actually a good idea. Huh.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because those things would look cool on a T-shirt. I never
agree.
thought about that.
Yeah, I think your kid is extremely talented. So much potential. But like when you're unique, I think in the art world, like you're gonna go places.
Yeah, because like you know how Maria can draw.
Yeah.
She's even amazed about what kind of things he shows her, and they both like can speak art, right? Because they both know art. But the types of things that she says that he's doing is like she would never have thought of even how to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think she'll do more things like she'll copy something and it looks pretty good like it, not just making stuff up in your head.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean she's good at her craft too. I mean she does good work. So yeah.
So
you have a talented family for sure.
So you said you got back into drawing. How long were you off drawing?
When I say I got back into drawing, it's like I never really got out of it. I just draw when I'm really bored. I have to be like deathly bored to draw. it's not that like I know I'm decent at art, but it's like I find myself doing like so many other things. So let's say instead of drawing, I want to watch a YouTube video. I find myself watching YouTube videos other than, you know, like drawing or whatever, or making YouTube videos. And in general, it's like I don't feel like art is my passion. It's just something I do when I'm bored. I'd love to learn how to tattoo people. I feel like that would be really fun. But yeah, other than that, like, yeah, it's something I just do when I'm really bored that I think I'm decent at.
Do you draw, Armand?
I do draw. Unfortunately, that is one gift that I've not very good at, but I do draw for recreation, yes.
What do you draw?
You know what? I like to, actually, more than drawing, I like to paint. So, for example,
okay.
I live in geographically, I live in quite a nice place. So I'll go out and just I love painting scenes and even drawing scenes, like scenic beauty.
Oh, that's cool.
But honestly, it's nothing that's nothing like the quality of your kids' work that you were just showing. So
I think like everyone has their own style, probably too, right?
That's true.
Hey, Rula. Yeah, Rula says drawing can be relaxing. Yes, I have no art skills whatsoever.
Those portraits in the back, Nick, did your kids draw that as well? The one where it's like a family portrait?
No, that's actually there's an Instagrammer called Kosemi, and $35. You send him a photo, $35 per head. You send him a photo, and he'll do a caricature sketch of it.
Oh, nice.
And so I first did it of just me and Maria, and then that was cool. So then I had another one done, but this one with like our Lego shirts on. And so that was cool. So then I sent him a picture of like the boys. So he did that. And then I sent him another one with them wearing like Santa hats. And so we have the 4. And then we had it printed out on metal print from Costco. So it's like a metal print. So yeah, it's nice. I like them.
You know what you should do? You should see if you can do mosaics of those portraits, like family portraits.
Oh,
because
like,
you're really.
Lego,
I remember you saying. Sorry.
Like Lego mosaics, you mean?
Yeah, because I remember you mentioning that you're really into like the facial portraits. You have like the Beatles.
Yeah.
So what you can do is, I think one of your fellow guests had mentioned that there's a software.
There was a website. I forgot what it was though now.
Yeah, and
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so just like upload a photo and doing a mosaic be cool.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you like the mosaics, BFAB?
I do. I just think they're a bit overpriced. Like, I think they look good, right? I know they're around like 2,000 to 3,000 pieces per mosaic, but like the 120 US price, that still kind of rubs me the wrong way because it's like they're just a bunch of studs. And I think that's my only issue that I have. Like, I heard it's rumored. I don't know how reliable this rumor is because I haven't, like asked about it. But like the new Elvis mosaic that comes out in August is rumored to be over 10,000 pieces. So that's crazy if that turns out to be true.
Do you think that's like four of the squares together?
I don't know. I feel like it might just be a massive like Elvis mosaic, but you'll be able to build other ones. But like the thing is that rumor going around, I don't know how concrete that is. Like for me, it's like, if something's 100%, like I'll talk about it, whatever. I haven't talked to other people about it, but that was the rumor going around. I would love that to be true because just picture having a massive like Elvis mosaic in your house. Like I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Like I didn't get the Marilyn Monroe one just because it looked a little weird with like the different color, like the Andy Warhol thing. But Elvis would be cool.
You could make so many different like Elvis poses or famous poses with 10,000 pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to the world map mosaic that's rumored for this year because then I can kind of put flags on all the destinations I've been to.
Interesting.
Like, you know how people do that with just a regular map? They'll put pins on all the points where they've gone.
Yeah.
so you can do that as well. I mean, I've been very fortunate and blessed to be able to travel a little bit, so it kind of that set appeal to me.
I get that, yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for the final product. Because I still remember late last year or mid last year when it got rumored we were getting a world map, and I'm like, I wonder how this is going to turn out, how it's going to look.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would imagine that would be bigger than your typical mosaic as well. Like, it can't be just one square. It'll have to be maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Were we supposed to get a globe also, or am I just imagining
Yeah, a
that?
globe is coming out for ideas. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I think it got approved this year, and it was like people like, "What the hell is this?" Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. What the heck is
okay.
this? And you know, I'm disappointed because it's like, yeah, I think it's a cool concept, but like there were so many good ideas projects that got rejected for a globe. I can't say I'm that happy about that.
Yeah, Armand and I were talking yesterday about all the Lego idea sets coming out this year, and we counted maybe like 8 different Lego idea sets supposed to be like 2 have already come out, the Winnie the Pooh and the medieval Black Shop. But we were counting like 6 more, and I was like, don't they normally have like just 2 or 3 a year? But they're coming out with
the last couple
8
of
this
years,
year.
I believe they've been doing 5 or 6 recently. I think.
Oh,
So,
5 or 6. Okay.
I think.
But
Yeah.
so like the thing was like they're coming out with 8, but they're still rejecting a whole bunch. But it seems like they're accepting a lot because we're getting so many like this year.
So if you look at it from that perspective, so like what, 2 years ago, a year ago, they said like, yo, we're getting Seinfeld, we're getting Home Alone, we're getting this and that. The only 2 sets that I'm aware that are actually, well, I believe 3 more are coming out this year. So I can confirm the typewriter is coming out in August. But
Okay.
I don't know. I believe also Home Alone, one of the minifigs got leaked. So I believe Home Alone is coming out around December time. But I don't know. I can't confirm that. And I think Seinfeld is also coming out this year. But like the other stuff that have gotten approved, I don't believe the Globe is coming out this year. I believe the Globe is coming out next year. So, yeah.
Armand, what were some of the other ones? Because I know you were mentioning some. Was there a guitar? Was the guitar one of them?
Oh, the Star.
There was a guitar. There was also a Sonic set as well that had been approved.
Yeah.
So is a Sonic set coming out this year or
Well, Sonic is 2022.
Okay, so that's next year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starcaster, I'm not sure if that's when that's coming out, but that's kind of a cool idea.
Which one is that?
It's the guitar. They call.
Oh, okay.
The Starcaster.
Okay.
But I think that's kind of cool in general. But yeah, I think the only thing at this moment that has been confirmed, like I said, has been confirmed by, I'm going to say by me, is the typewriter is coming out August. But I also believe Home Alone is coming out this year, and I don't see why Seinfeld wouldn't come out this year. But like talking about like sitcom sets, we're already getting another Friends set this year, but that's kind of strange. But it's happening.
But BFAB, because you're very good with your insights with leaks and just in general like rumors.
Yeah.
Do you know what will the typewriter be similar in price to the piano that came out? Or would it be
I heard the typewriter was going to be $100.
Oh.
Just $100, eh?
Yeah. So not
Just
piano size, but yeah.
So like 120 Canadian, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I have
And
to say,
do you-
I'm not looking forward to the typewriter. I mean, like, I feel like it's going to appeal to a certain audience. I am not a part of that group, you know? But
What do you think about the rumors of that giant AT-AT that we should be getting this year as well? Do you think there's some truth behind that?
yeah. So, yes, there is truth behind it. How do I say this? Yeah, it's happening. The thing is, so what I was talking to Ryan about this. He's confirmed it with like 2 different people that we're getting a $800 AT-AT. So, yeah.
So the AT-AT and the gunship, do you think they'll be coming out at around the same time, or like one's in the summer, one's in the fall?
So I believe the AT-AT is coming out either September or October, and I'm not sure when the gunship is coming out. I know the gunship is coming out this year. I just don't know when. But I originally thought the gunship release was a May the 4th. but it doesn't
Yeah, me
seem like
too.
that's the case. That's the R2D2.
Yeah.
So I don't know when the gunship is coming out, and I believe the AT-AT is coming out October, September. So
Okay. But yeah, that
B5,
makes sense
I'm
now.
just-
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Nick. Please go ahead.
I was just gonna say that makes sense now that 5 Lego idea sets for this year, pretty much similar to like previous years. So
Yeah.
that makes more sense. What were you gonna say, Armand?
B5, I was just very happy that you confirmed a while back that we're getting a Titanic, which is really exciting because I know other companies have done Titanics, like I think Kobe has done it, a few other companies have, but I don't think Lego has ever done a Titanic.
yeah, I mean, when I was talking to my source and he told me that we're getting a Titanic, I was thrown off. Like, I'm like, a Titanic and Lego? Isn't that a little like dark? You know,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, okay, this is weird, but they made a Coliseum, so I guess it makes sense.
I didn't think about the Coliseum that's dark too, but yeah, it would be. It would be
Yeah,
dark.
I'm like, wow, I'm like a Titanic and Lego. I'm like, isn't that like? I thought to myself, that's a bit offensive, right? Right? Or couldn't that be like? Couldn't that trigger someone? And then I'm like, well, didn't it happen like also like close to like 100 years ago or something? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a 10,000 piece Titanic?
Oh, that would be so cool.
How many pieces is it supposed to be? Did they
So I don't. I'm trying to think if he told me a certain piece count. I don't believe he told me a piece count, but the Titanic is 100% happening. I've had it confirmed by multiple people, so 100% happening this year. So closer to the end of the year.
And BFAP Camp now also you think is 100% happening as well?
The what? Sorry.
The Barcelona stadium that you
Yeah,
were...
that's all. Yep, that's also 100% happening. I don't know when that's getting released this year. So I was told the Coliseum's coming out later. I mean, not the Coliseum, the Titanic's coming out later, like towards the end of the year. And the stadium is happening too. I just don't know when this year is coming out. So
Nice.
I
yeah,
think these are going to be like under the creator line.
yeah,
It's similar.
18 plus. Both sets are 18 plus sets.
Okay, 18 plus. All right.
So the beautiful
You know,
black box.
I don't mind those black boxes. I don't everyone.
Neither do I. A lot of people hate them, but I'm just like, I'm cool with them. Like, it doesn't bother me. Makes the product look more premium.
So suffice it to say, BFAB, we're getting a lot more big sets this year, you think, eh?
Yeah, and I think in general because, like, okay, so I know, like, another rumor going around the community, which I was told about, but, you know, like, so when it comes to, like, sources and stuff, I have sources that are always 100% right. I have sources that's, like, a 50-50, right? And so I was told also, so Brick Clicker recently broke a rumor saying that we were getting a Back to the Future, the DeLorean, a UCS DeLorean. I mentioned
Yes.
like 6 months ago in a video that I think we're going to get a DeLorean because somebody had told me that we were getting a DeLorean. And now he's confirming that. And the thing is, like, when it comes to certain people like Brick Clicker, again, he's a friend of mine who doesn't have the best reputation, but all of a sudden is breaking a bunch of information. You know, I'm just going to wait and see what happens with that. But we might also be getting a DeLorean this year. So.
Yeah, do we know if the DeLorean is supposed to be the size of like the 1989 Batmobile and the Big Ecto one, or is it supposed to be like the size of Aston Martin?
I think it's like $150 set, I think.
Okay, so it might be the size of like the Porsche and the Aston Martin, like
Yeah,
that
150,
scale.
200. So maybe similar more to like the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 car.
Oh, like the smaller one. Oh, okay.
The,
But still bigger than the old DeLorean.
Yeah, no, yeah, way bigger. This is like a direct-to-consumer set, so yeah.
Okay.
But so everything like rumored for direct-to-consumer. We have a Daily Bugle coming out. We have a new Friends set. I don't know, is that considered direct? I think it's considered direct-to-consumer. A new Friends set. We have a Frozen capsule, a direct-to-consumer Frozen capsule.
I heard about that.
Oh, I'm excited for that because it's supposed to be minifig scale and not mini dolls. So I'm happy for that.
It's supposed to have minifigures instead of mini dolls.
Yeah, correct. And that I'm fine with that. I will buy it if it looks good. And it's smart that Lego's kind of going off Frozen merchandise because Frozen merchandise sells amazing. So you might as well make a direct-to-consumer set.
Do we think that the... Oh, I was just gonna say, do we think that the Frozen Castle is gonna be the size of the Disney Castle, or is smaller?
I think it's rumored, and I can't say quote me on this because I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to be $300.
Oh, so it might be
Yeah,
as big as the Disney Castle.
around that size. Yep. So
Wow.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
excited.
I'm starting to wonder how the Lego Group thinks people have so much disposable income these days, because especially with the pandemic going on, they're releasing
would-
huge sets that are $200, $300, $400. It's just crazy.
The thing
the
is,
thing
it
about
feels like the pandemic, people are spending more. Like Lego sales, we're up like 21% when they released the quarterly report, or like the whatever during
And
COVID.
plus people aren't spending money traveling. Like before, like a lot of people would just spend money like traveling to different places, or even maybe like spending money on concerts, which aren't a thing, spending money on like sports, like going to like games, which isn't really a thing. So maybe they're banking on them redirecting their disposable income towards Lego rather than things that you could do not during COVID, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, Nick, for sure.
We've also seen a lot of people get into Lego now. Like, it's crazy how like big the community's grown, and a lot of people are like, yeah, well, during COVID, I had nothing to do, so I bought a Lego set, got into Lego, now I'm a part of the community, you know? So
Yeah, I hear that.
But BFAB, do you have quite a few sets? Because I think you were saying on one of the prior streams that you have quite a few sets that you have yet to build that are.
yeah, in the States, we get like really crazy clearance, like 50 to 90% off. So I have
Yeah.
over 140 sealed Lego sets at the moment.
Wow,
It's
that's
like Rob.
crazy.
Rob was saying it was like 3 cents for these like I think they were like the Jurassic World sets. They were on clearance for 3 cents. So he bought
These
them all.
deals are crazy. I still remember when people were like, yo, I got a Lego set for this. And I'm like, that's unfair. Like, I was jealous as a kid. Like, not unfair, like, I hate this person now, but like, yo, that's not fair. Then all of a sudden, I download the Walmart app after like 2 years of getting pressured to do it. And it's a lifesaver because you get to see all the clearance and everything. And because like
Also-
Walmart, at least where I live, they don't mark their clearance. So you don't know unless you have the Walmart app. So
it pulls up all the local Walmarts by your house. Is that what it?
So
how it
you
works?
just gotta look up the zip code or like Walmart's within like I usually go with like Walmart's within like an hour of me, and I look at like 15 different Walmarts. And if there's a decent amount of clearance or something I really want that's worth going for, I will go there and I'll just like fill up a cart and leave the store. Like that's
Is it basically every day they update the app, or
yeah, every day they update the app. Because it's like using their inventory checker or something. That's why also there's times where you go there. I mean, if somebody doesn't want to do their inventory right, you go there and there's nothing, and then you get really pissed off because you drove an hour to Walmart thinking there'd be sets and there's nothing.
I wonder if that works in Canada too, the Walmart app.
So I was talking to, I believe, was it Jazz? I think I was talking to Jazz from Bricks Toys, and he said the Walmart app is different. It's not the same for y'all.
Oh, okay.
I don't
never
know.
tried it.
Yeah.
I've never tried it. Interesting. Do you know about this, Armand?
I knew that there is a Walmart app, but the Walmart app, I don't usually shop at Walmart, so I don't really know.
Okay.
Which is surprising because Walmart is like pretty big everywhere. But I don't shop at Walmart, so I'm not aware of their app and other things.
Yeah.
Walmart used to
I
be
get
like
that.
Walmart used to be like my DVD spot. Every Tuesday when the new releases would come out.
We used to have Target here on the west coast of Canada.
Oh,
I
you
would
do?
go
I didn't
there.
know that.
We did, and then apparently they didn't do so well, so we don't have it anymore. But
Oh, okay.
it's a little while.
Like, I still remember when they announced that Targets were not in Canada anymore. I'm like, dang. I'm like, that
Yeah.
sucks for y'all. Like, because, like, I know y'all have Toys R Us, so maybe it's like, you know, it's a
Evens
trade.
out. But there are some like Target exclusive minifigures or even polybags and stuff like that. I
Yeah, even
remember.
Target exclusive sets. I remember when the Darth Vader bus came out. You know, that's a Target exclusive. I know people weren't happy about that.
Mm. Yeah, like I guess Target exclusive or the Lego store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, did you manage to get your Looney Tunes figs yet, or no?
No, I didn't check on Bricklink yet or anything, and the store, everything's closed here, so I can't go to the stores anyways. So probably just wait for Bricklink. What was that, BFAP?
I said that would be frustrating, y'all. I know, like, you guys probably have even lower cases than us, but obviously, my perspective, Americans, we don't think. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I would like close the whole place. So,
I think we're in lockdown.
Whereabouts in the States are you based?
I live in Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah. The
Nice.
issue with Americans is like, oh, we have rights, blah blah blah, blah. Like I work at a grocery store, right? And like people are walking in there without masks, and I'm like, do I punch them? What do I do? Like because like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't care. The thing is, I don't like wearing masks. Don't get me wrong, I really hate it. But like out of respect for other people, I still wear a mask. And the stores say you have to. It's required to wear a mask. If you want to be a rude piece of garbage and not wear a mask, well, if all of a sudden I attack you, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to attack anyone. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't like people who, are like that.
So how do you enforce it? How do you enforce it in your grocery store?
So
do you guys have like security or something? Or
I wish. That would be.
No.
I'd love to see what happened. I know, like other stores I worked in the past. I used to work at a liquor store, and like our manager, she'd see somebody without a mask, she'd get up in their face and be like, "Put on a mask, or I'll kick you out." Here, they just ignore them, and I get really uncomfortable because I'm close to people, and they're like without their mask, and I'm like, "Okay, back up." Like. Don't get me wrong. Every opportunity there's no one around, I will take off my mask because it's hard to breathe for me.
Yeah.
But it's like out of respect for people. Like I don't like wearing masks, but I do because I respect other people. And at this moment, people don't feel comfortable, so I'm gonna wear my mask inside. Outside, no, screw it. I'm not wearing my mask outside. But like inside, when you're close to other people, like wear a mask.
BFAB, the next time you're at the checkout counter, you're working grocery, and someone doesn't wear a mask, just go completely ham on them.
I want to. Sometimes, like you look at them, like there's some ladies like, "Yo, can you help me?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Put on a mask." She's like, "I don't agree with masks." And then she started like telling me about some like conspiracy theory and like some like cult or whatever that she was a part of. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, bye." I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Someone else help her.
The scary thing is that like if you're going into a grocery store and you're not wearing a mask and you're asymptomatic and you're going into the produce section or the veggie section, I mean, right? Like, how do you know? Because it's all transmitted through the air.
Yeah.
And if you're sneezing and it's just it's just not a good thing. I mean, I think certain rules are important, like you said, because it's not just for yourself; it's for the benefit of other people.
Yeah.
Like especially like nowadays, almost every individual in some capacity has some sort of predisposition, like some health issue, right?
Yeah.
So it's just about being mindful of other people, like you said.
Yeah. Treat other people how you'd like to be treated. Like again, I'm not all for the mask. I hate breathing in my own sweat. Right? I mean, like you're working, you're literally breathing in your own sweat. I hate it. But I'm also like, there's older people around me. There's people who, might have a weak immune system. Like if me wearing a mask makes them more comfortable, I'm going to wear a mask. So
yeah, dude, just trust me, follow my advice. Next time you see someone that has a mask, just go all like ham on them and just.
I feel like though in Minnesota, if I've gone off on people, and like I'm very good at losing jobs, but I have no issue telling people what I think. So for the sake of me keeping this job, I might not do that, but it's tempting. Like I picture it in my head. I'm just like, do I tell this person? I would love, like, especially if you're rude to me. If you're a rude customer and you don't have a mask, like, what do I say? Do I say get the blank out of the store? Like,
Yeah.
I want to. Like, you have all these scenarios in your head of what you want to do. But then when a nice customer comes in, like, oh, how's your day? I hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. And they don't wear a mask, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to say anything that cool. So
All right.
I hear you. I used to work retail. Well, not so much in like a grocery or like department store like that, but I would work retail when I was in college, and it's so stressful working retail. Like, I think you don't realize how stressful it is until you've actually done it for a long period of time.
yeah,
You deal with such a range of emotions from people. Like within one day, you just see so many people, right? And it's just you could have a great day, and then like 2 days later, it could just be atrocious. So it's
yeah, for sure. You have your ups and downs, and you have to learn how to deal with people. And for me, it's like, as someone who is not a people person, like, I'm really good with chatting people online. Like, I'm perfect at that. I'm great. But like in real life, I'm extremely awkward. And if you yell at me, I will either yell back or I'll get really uncomfortable. You know, like it's like, because a lot of people, they look down on you, like if you work in like retail and stuff, right? Like, and I've realized that. I know that. Like, and I get some people like, yo, you should be doing this and being that. But like, if somebody's going to yell at me because we don't have a certain product, that is not my fault. You know, don't go off of me and start screaming at me because of that. Because I will scream back. Like, like in the past, and I don't do this anymore because I don't want to get in trouble or lose my job. A customer will tell me off, I'll cut them out. They'll stand there. They'll come back a week later and be the nicest person out there. They're shocked that I actually cut them out. They're like, "You can't do that. I'm gonna like lose your job." I'm like, try, come on, go, try. They come back a week like, "Oh, how's your day?" I'm like, yeah, you learned real fast."
This was in the grocery or a different store?
Oh
Different,
yeah, no. So this was probably about 2-3 years ago when I was working nights. So it's happened twice. Some person was asking me for a certain type of milk. He was asking me for organic milk. And I'm like, we don't have organic skim milk here. And so he walks over and he grabs non-organic skim milk. He's like, you don't know your job. And I told him to go himself. And I said, keyword organic. You said organic. His mouth got so wide. He went up to my manager and he's like, this guy said this, and my manager's like, what do you want me to do about it? Next time we saw him, he was the nicest, most polite individual out there. Same thing happened with a lady with cigarettes. Like, she comes at the place at like 2 a.m, but it's a 24-hour grocery store at the time that I worked at. And no one was there. I was on my break, and there was other people like in the store that she could have asked for help. And so I come back from my break, and she's standing there. I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, I've been here for 10 minutes. You guys are rude. And I'm like, you could have asked somebody else for help. Like, they would have helped you. I didn't say it like that. I said it more politely. And she's like, you guys are so unprofessional, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, lady, it's 2 a.m. You're getting cigarettes. Just be grateful we're helping you. Next time she came there, again, the nicest lady. Actually, it's even happened more. One lady, she was paying with, I think it's called like a house card or something, where like you could write off like taxes on food products. And I didn't know what I was doing because people rarely do it. And he's like, I'd expect you to know your job. And I said, well, you're rude and I don't care. And she's like, I'm going to stop shopping here. I'm like, go ahead, bye. And then like my manager's standing there like apologizing to her. And I'm like, no, bye, leave. I don't care. Bye. Have fun. Like, yeah, I'm very vocal of you. People. Like, I love when people are like, yeah, I'm gonna stop shopping at the store. I'm like, dude, our stores don't need you to shop here. Like, what do you expect? Like, I'm not losing out. Yeah, they can fire me for being a jerk, but they're not going to because I didn't. You were a jerk too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
BFAB lesson learned is to be on your good side.
Okay.
Just, like, treat people. If you treat me kind, I'll treat you. Like, I always look at it like this. Like, in the Lego community, I'm a very, I'd say, controversial individual sometimes, right? But I'm also, because I don't have an issue telling people how it is, but I'm just like, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. If you're mean to me, I will be mean to you. You know, like, that's just how it works for me.
All right. Sorry to cut you guys off, but it's pumpkin time for me. 4 o'clock. Got to take my brother home. But thanks a lot, BFAB, Armand, and earlier Rob, for hanging out, and everyone in the chat. I'll be back again tomorrow. Oh yeah, anyone watching and like the stream, I'll be back tomorrow same time. Probably doing a different troll set. I have 2 more troll sets to build, but I think Open Build Repeat is streaming tonight. His first stream, I think, on his channel, 5:30 Eastern time. So check that out too.
I'm gonna have to
Merry Christmas and bye.